Hello and welcome to the What's Good with Gil and Larry podcast. On this third annual special podcast, it's a Halloween themed podcast. And we got our friends and we got a new friend. As usual, my partner, Larry Loper with the fangs. I got Matt Shackelford from Matt's Monday Review. Got Michelle Chaffatelli, our friend, and of course, my new friend, which I've known for over a decade now, and that would be Kelly Cashew. Did I say it right? Cashew?
Close
Close?
enough.
It's Kershaw.
Close.
It's Creshu.
Creshu. Kelly Creshu. Oh, yeah, I bet I could say my last name better than you could say mine. Well, what do you think of that? What do you think of that? See, I win. Guys, I don't know how excited you are, but you can tell in my voice before I lose it, I'm very excited. This year's theme for Halloween is scary movies where the protagonist and or antagonist is a child or children. Oh, those rats, those little rats. Bad enough you got to raise them, but now you got to worry about them trying to kill you? Come on. Not cool, man. Not cool. Michelle actually gave me this idea when she joined us over the summer on our last podcast. She slipped out something with kids and Halloween, and I was like, I think I kind of like this. So that was the theme. It was either going to be that or your favorite werewolf movies. We could do that next year, unless you come up with another idea.
There's so many good werewolf movies.
There are many, but I'm going to be honest with you. If you don't have American Werewolf in London as either one or two, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I'm not saying, I'm just saying.
I don't know, man.
That movie, still great.
I'm an Underworld fan, man, so mine's probably Underworld,
Are you
man.
gonna fight already?
Listen, guys,
Save
that's
it for
next year. That's next year. Relax. Let's argue about this list this year. Real quick, what'd you think, Larry? When I proposed this with the kids, what was your initial thought?
Oh,
Wasn't
man,
like Superman, right? Where it's like,
No,
how am I
it
going to
wasn't.
come up? How am I going to come up with 10 movies?
No,
Let me
it
put a
wasn't
couple I don't
Superman.
like.
It wasn't Superman. We started rambling them off, and I was like, I didn't realize how many kid movies, like, far as kids was in the movie. I ain't talking about teenagers, I'm talking about like little kids.
Yeah.
You know? So it actually was an easy assignment. It was kind of difficult a little bit because it was a lot of ones that I felt could have made the list. But I went with my list, and I'm asking the audience that's following us to judge everybody's list and who you think come up with the best list at the end of them all. You know,
It's going to be me, by the way. It's going to be me. I expect it to be me. So please comment, hit like, subscribe, tell a friend, and let everyone know that you think this year's theme, the best list, came from yours truly. I appreciate that. Matt, what'd you think?
Oh, I liked it. I thought it was definitely unique. I got excited. I was like, oh, yeah, I think I even texted you. Interesting. Like, yeah, that's really cool. Child, I did a whole list of antagonists. So ain't a single good kid in my list. So
Good.
I'm very excited about this one.
It's funny, man. Once you get rolling and you start putting down 20, 25 movies, it's hard to narrow it down to at max 15. You know, you're feeling when I tell you my very last movie that's an honorable mention, you guys will probably be shocked because it's probably going to be in all of your top 10s, and it barely made my honorable mention, in my opinion. You guys might see it differently, but I think this is a very common movie for this theme, and it barely made my list.
I wish I had a pen and paper so I could write down what I think that movie is.
There you go.
I was going to say, I think I know what it is too.
And then I could show at the end my prediction.
It didn't make my list at all, but I did the same thing. I thought going back and forth with it.
If it's the movie I think it is, it's in my honorable mentions. It's not in my top 10.
Okay, well, it's a classic, and it barely made it. Michelle, I know you like this category. How you feeling about it?
Good. I did what Matt did. I think I have nothing but bad. But because I focused on that so much, because I love it, I love Bad Kids. I started kicking myself today because I was remembering really good movies that have kids in it that I'm like kind of like pissed that I didn't put on my list in any capacity.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, it's how it is, man. This is our top 10 with at most 5 honorable mentions. So you can't, you're gonna like 25, 30 movies. They're not gonna make the list. They're not gonna make it. Kelly.
Well, that's what makes it better because at least that I forgot those, I didn't have that problem.
Well, I mean, listen, if you feel the need to, hey, it didn't make my list or my honorable mention, but I really like this movie too, and you just start rattling it off, that's okay. We'll allow it. Kelly, what'd you think? You're the new one. You're the noob in this group. What'd you think of this category? Were you like, I love it? That's why I got to get on the What's Good with Gil and Larry podcast this year.
I think it's a great topic. I think everybody loves Evil Kids. So I'm looking forward to hearing everybody's choices. Although I'm not very good at doing like worst to best or whatever, like ranking stuff like that, because I'm too much like, oh, this and oh, that, but then again, this. So it's cool. Happy to be here. Can't wait to hear what everybody has to say.
When I used to do podcasts with Michelle, like 8 or 9 years ago, when she was doing podcasts, which were great, by the way, Michelle did the same thing. We would do a top 10 list, and she was like, I'm not going to put it in order, but here's 10. And I was cheap. I'm right. You would never put them in order. And we had very good category. We did a couple of music ones. They were good. Mm-hmm. They were good. So, if you and Kelly want to get back into it and kind of do your own podcast and be on our channel. Hey, how you doing? How are you?
Hey,
that'd be cool.
That'd be cool. Matt's on Monday reviews, man, because they've been craving for him, man. They've been crying for him, man.
I've gotten a couple comments saying, "Is this dude still alive?" And I say, man. I don't know.
You're checking the
well, we got a couple changes coming. I'll let you guys know.
Yes,
I'm excited about it. I wanna do a lot more stuff, but that'll be a later thing.
Well, I'm excited about that, but we got to stick to the business at hand. We already discussed the order we're going to do. It's going to be Michelle, Matt, myself, Larry. We're going to end with Kelly. We're going to go 10 to 2. Then the honorable mentions. That'll build up the number one. Okay? The number one. And there can only be one.
Highlander.
Be one. That's right. From the Highlander. Very good, Matt. Nothing gets over your head. All right, Michelle. Kick us off with the scariest movies with a protagonist or antagonist as a child or children.
All right. So my number 10 is Village of the Damned from 1960, directed by Wolf Rilla. Evil kids, but they're cool because they have like really white hair and they have eyes that are like shine straight ahead at you. And that's just creepy.
So you're preferring the old one versus the one in the 90s with Christopher Reeve?
Gil, ask yourself that question.
Gil, really? I mean,
the lover of old movies would prefer the classic.
Yeah. To her credit, the classic was better. So
the classic was better.
Yeah, it was better. Like some movies you try to redo, but not that one. Not that one. I thought it was great choice, by the way, too, Michelle. Great choice.
Thank you.
Excellent choice. All right, Matt, you're next.
All right, my number 10. Get my list here. We have 1989 Pet Sematary. This movie's cool. They redid it recently. I think 21 or 2.
Yeah.
The remake was cool. It had new effects and stuff, but the original was amazing. And I think it's mainly because I'm partial to Fred Gwynn. Absolutely love him as an actor and everything that he's been in. The creepy vibe, the aesthetic of how they shot with film camera over DSLR, digital, or even analog or anything like that. Just the straight shooting from film gives it that eerie feel. And my personal opinion, man, when you go back in the day, child actors were just better. Like they didn't have that Disney like that crazy like overacting. Kids, they were creepy. They were given a line, they did the line, they did like those were the actors that grew up to be real actors. And I love classics. I do have a couple remakes in my list, but as far as this one goes, I'm gonna stick with the classic on Pet Sematary as far as creepy kids, creepy animals, creepy grown-ups even, but as far as a creepy kid aesthetic, you can't go wrong with Pet Sematary and bringing the kid back from the dead after finding out that you can do that with the cat, and then the whole story that ensues and finding out that this might actually not be a good thing to raise your dead kid up from might be some side effects. And just like I say, I love the way this movie is shot more than anything. It gives you a creepy hair-raising feel the whole movie. It's a little slow, but that's my only critique. They tried to quicken the pace in the remake, which to me kind of ruined it. So maybe me saying it's slow is not really a complaint. But anyway, that is my number 10 for creepy kids or children antagonists.
I like it. I did not see the new one, but the old one I've seen a couple times. And was there ever an explanation why cemetery was spelled like that?
It's kids.
Yeah, so I think in where they wrote Pet Cemetery, the kids spelled it wrong.
Oh,
I think that was just the only reason.
Oh, okay.
So, you'll see it kind of written on there when the kids are out there. I can't remember if they actually draw it or if you just see the sign, but it's
you see the sign and the mother says it's a cemetery, but it's not spelled right. And I always wondered why wasn't it spelled right? But yeah, I guess it makes sense. A lot of those were kids' animals, so they probably did the sign. So, all right. I like Pet Cemetery. My number 10, I'm going to knock it out right away. 1984, Children of the Corn, starring Burt Stanton and Linda Hamilton, director Fritz Karish, and screenplay by Stephen King. You may hear his name once or twice more before this podcast is over. I'm not saying, just saying. I thought this was a good movie. But to me, the only real scary parts, creepy parts, were those two guys, Isaac and Malachi.
Yeah, man.
Everything else was kind of corny to me. But Isaac, because Isaac looked like a 30-year-old trying to be like a 16-year-old, and Malachi with the red hair and the big jaw and everything. I'm like, this dude is going to be typecast the rest of his career. That's
the
what
one
I
who
thought.
played Isaac. He played like, I don't know what he was supposed to be because it was the 80s, but I'm going to say autistic person in an episode of Highway to Heaven. And I felt like this guy who played Isaac that's going to be typecast as somebody just off in some way, always.
Well, I mean, am I wrong? He was playing like a little kid and he was like 30.
No, but like, I wish like, because it's weird. Like he's really good at being like off.
Yeah.
Like I can't explain it, and I don't want to make it sound horrible either.
Right. Yeah. I hear
Was
you.
he 30? He was 30.
No, he wasn't 30. I'm just saying, like there was a big age gap from what he actually was to.
Right.
He was like a Ralph Macchio, still playing a high school kid when he's 22 years old. What was that? Beverly Hills 90210, like Andrea. Well, Andrea was like 30 that first season.
Stockard Channing was 34 in Grease.
Yes. But she kind of looked old, I thought.
Well, I'm saying like they do that. They always do it. It's just weird.
Right. Okay, Larry, you're up, bruh.
Oh man, for my 10th, man, I got The Orphan. And The Orphan was shot in 2009. And if you don't know the story about The Orphan is some couple took this kid supposed to be from Russia, and her name was Esther. And when they get Esther, they sort of notice a bunch of crazy stuff is going on. Like she's like first is polite, talented, you know, a good orphan girl. And then eventually she started pitting people against each other, the family against each other. Come to find out, this is a spinoff on this creepy kid. She's actually a grown woman who had a disease that made her look like a kid. And I think that's where the creepiness and because you're trying to follow this whole movie throughout. And you're like, man, what's up with this kid? And then you find out it's a whole woman and a creepy woman on top of that. So it takes away from the fact that, okay, if it's a kid doing this nut stuff, then it's like, okay, it's a kid, bad little kid. But a grown woman doing this, and she was very manipulative.
Crazy.
Oh, it was that twist. I didn't see that twist coming. So that's why I enjoyed that movie, man. She had me on edge because I was like, man, this is a crazy little kid, man. You know? So the orphan for me.
Larry. So one thing I gotta say about that is I love that movie. It's creepy.
It is.
They made a show kind of like that, based kind of on the same thing. And it was on Hulu and it came out, I think, last year. And it's called Good American Family.
Yeah.
And they actually got like an adult girl with like, she's kind of skinny and she's got dwarfism.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, she plays like a 7-year-old, but is she? But she looks so young, but then acts up. Dude, I'm telling you, Hulu, Good American Family. It's orphan, but like 8 or 10 episodes or something. It's kind of drawn out, you know, it's longer. But dude, you killed it. I love that movie.
Oh, thanks, man. Thanks, man.
We might be hearing that again. You never know.
Oh,
Kelly, you're up.
Okay, my number 10 is Bloody Birthday. That is circa 1981. And it's 3 children that are born under an eclipse in 1970. And when they turn 10, I believe in 1980, all hell breaks loose. These kids are homicidal, and they basically wreak havoc on the town. It's a little bit campy, but it's like your typical 80s horror movie with like the killing and the teenagers in love, let's say. And I mean, it's pretty. There's 3 kids, and one of them is actually played by child actor Billy Jacoby, and who's done a lot of stuff. Like he was the brother in Just One of the Guys, and yes, and his brother is also the guy who plays the son of Dorothy on the Golden Girls. But yeah, it was very interesting. It was very nostalgic for me to see. So it was, you know, there's 3 of them, 2 boys and 1 girl. They're all homicidal, and they like have no conscience whatsoever. And the girl is like the worst, and she ends up just getting off scot-free.
Oh,
wow. So they just go on some killing. Like is it like heinous killing? Like you say homicidal, or are they like heinous with their killing? Like, is it like brutal?
There's like they have no, like, people just irritate them and then they go after them. I do like though the nods to like the past horror movies. Like I felt like the girl's father was the sheriff, and he was Sheriff Brody, just like Jaws. And
I was like, what?
And his daughter was Annie, just like Halloween. And she had a scene with the main girl where they're walking down the street talking about boys, just like Halloween. You know, I just felt like it paid a lot of homage to the great ones that came before it. But it was also just like so bad it was good.
Oh. Well, you said campy, so I can picture. I never saw it, but I remember the cover on a VHS box when I would go to Blockbuster
Wow. I'm
and
impressed.
literally spend 2 hours just looking at every movie and not pick any of them. When my mother would say, "Get out and don't come back before dinner," I had 4 hours to kill with no money. So I pick a store and look at every single. I mean, I would literally take, look, read the back, put it back, the next one. You know, I mean, especially when they were stacked that you saw the face, they weren't this way, they were
Right.
this way. I went through every movie. Blockbuster, any mom and pop kind of video store. Uh-oh, camera fell down. So yeah, so I remember seeing that with the hand in the cake, the fingers coming out, but I
Yeah.
never saw it. I never saw it, so I'm gonna have to look for that.
Yeah, I gotta look
Hopefully,
for that one.
hopefully Tubi, come on, Tubi, don't let me down. Don't let me down. By
Hey,
the
Gil,
way, you know,
gotta-
I just realized the last time all of us were together was at my wedding.
yeah,
Right.
that's
Oh
a
my
fact.
goodness.
Everybody was there. Everybody
Mhm.
was there, which
Hey,
was
Gil,
just over 2 years ago. What's
I
up?
got my paper written down, and I'm
Uh-huh.
can ask for this by the movies I have not seen. You hear me? I'm on a mission. So this weekend I will be watching. Since it is Halloween, it is Halloween this
Well, that
weekend.
was the thing too. Like some of my picks, I really wanted to rewatch, but then I wanted to watch some stuff that I hadn't seen to see if I wanted it on my list. So it was like hard to like decide what I was watching and what I wasn't going to watch beforehand.
I was the exact same way. I rewatched a bunch of stuff. I didn't get to a bunch of stuff. And I was like, oh, I want to watch this movie Weapons because it just got premiered on HBO Max, and I didn't get time to. I didn't, and that falls under this category, but I didn't get time to watch it. So obviously, that's not on my list. I'm not speaking for anybody else. All right, let's keep it going. Number 9, Michelle, kick it off.
So my number 9 is from 1976, and it's called The Little Girl Who Lives Down the Lane. And it was directed by Nicholas Gessner. It has Jodie Foster in it and Martin Sheen. And funny enough, Kelly, it has Scott Jacoby, Dorothy's son from Golden Girls. And
Billy's brother.
yep, that's why it was funny. This movie was very like I had seen it before, and I did rewatch it. And rewatching it, it has like a whole nother level of a creep factor, which I would have to say is Martin Sheen, and how like, wow, he's creepy in it. But I love her in it because she's so very like matter of fact, and she's like 13. But it's like also like you don't want to mess with her. And then you don't like the whole time you're watching the movie, you're not really sure if she's killing people or not. And I'm not going to tell you because you need to check it out.
Oh,
But-
definitely will.
Write it down, Larry. Write it
I
down.
already got it written
It's
down,
very-
brother. I can asterisk right by it.
I'm not sure you guys have ever seen Martin Sheen in this capacity either. So it's kind of pretty cool to check out.
I've seen him as a bad guy. I don't know the name of that movie where he was terrorizing
was,
those people on the subway. But he was
That
a
was
real.
Speed, wasn't it?
What's that?
Was it in Speed? No, that
No.
wasn't Martin Sheen. No.
On the subway. I'm trying to think
Yeah.
about what that is.
There's a movie where Martin Sheen and another guy are terrorizing people on a
Something like that.
subway. I mean,
He does play Starkweather, but I still didn't find that as creepy as he's kind of real creeper in this movie.
What was the movie he did with Sissy Spacek?
That's Badlands when he played Starkweather.
Yeah, he was kind of creepy in that, but I couldn't get over in that movie the father, like to punish his daughter. Like, I don't want you seeing this boy anymore, so he like kills the dog. Like, what was that all about? I don't like that.
People thought that was how you did stuff, and it's ridiculous.
It was ridiculous. Like, yeah, I'll teach her. I'll shoot the dog in the backyard. And he did too, that bastard. All right, Michelle. I saw that movie with my mother. I used to watch a lot of people forget Jodie Foster was a kid actor before, she started doing what the career that everybody knows her as and getting Academy Awards and stuff. But in the 70s, you know, she was a kid actor. I didn't watch them in the 70s. I saw them in the 80s, but I saw her in a few things, you know, as a preteen, and you know, she even did commercials when she was a little girl. So,
And to go back to, was it Matt? You said how kid actors used to be better.
Mm-hmm.
It's really true, because like when you look at like a movie like this that Jodie Foster did, and she also did the original Freaky Friday, and then she did like Taxi Driver, and she did like, what is it, Bugsy Malone, where they're like little gangsters or whatever.
Yep.
Like, it's all over the place. And it's like a kid who can do all these things, like kids with range, you know,
Right.
like
Yes. It's hard to find that nowadays with these kids, man.
yeah.
the system's so different now.
It
And the
is.
great thing about Jodie, because a lot of children actors, I'll move on after this. A lot of children actors, they have to have like a twin because you're only allowed so much studio time. So there's a lot of kid actors that they're actually a twin. There's two of them. Like what was that Adam Sandler movie? The Big Daddy
Big
or whatever.
Daddy.
That was you know, two twins playing the same role in that movie. Bewitched, the little girl, she was a twin in that.
Mm-hmm.
And in soap operas, when they have to use a baby or a minor, they usually have like a twin. So the fact that like Jodie Foster is putting in real hours as a kid, you know, I mean, she's a goat, right?
Yeah,
You're gonna do female actors in our
definitely a goat.
lifetime. She's got to be top 4. She's got to
She's
be.
definitely a goat. I'm
For
sure
sure.
she's been in some great movies, man. Some
For
real good
sure.
movies.
I mean, there are some movies where she has a bit part and she's like really good.
Yep.
I thought she was really good in Inside Man, that Denzel Washington movie. I thought she was really good in that. People forget. All right, let's move on. Matt, you're number 9, sir.
Oh, my number 9 is Cooties from 2014 with
What a title.
Elijah Wood and Rainn Wilson. This movie is bonkers. Yeah, look at that. This movie is bonkers, man. It's so like, I mean, there's not much premise to it. Kids go to school. It's like contaminated school lunches, and it makes all the kids turn into savage monsters, little rabies, foaming at the mouth zombie kids, and they just wreak havoc on Elijah Wood. And Rainn Wilson is quipping up a storm with, I mean, if anybody's seen like Super or anything like that Rainn Wilson's done, where it's outside of The Office, it's very much, you know, reminiscent of something like that. And it's Elijah Wood. So everything that Elijah Wood takes part in is somewhat weird and wacky, which is why I like it. And I'm not sure, but I think his studio did it, or his studio made it, which is pretty neat because he's been doing that for like 15 years. He made his own studio and has been doing his own kind of thing. But if you haven't seen this movie and you want to see savage kids messing up some teachers at a middle school, I mean, it's a fun, wild ride. It's somewhat recent, so, you know, it's not too old. It's a fun watch. I really enjoy this movie. I've seen it probably 3 or 4 times. I meant to rewatch it before this, and I didn't really get a chance to. But when I was looking at lists of, you know, movies, I had probably 40, 50 movies at one point. And I was just like, dude, this movie, it stuck in my brain. I was like, you're talking savage kids. You got to put Cooties in there. I mean, it's insane.
They made a movie called Cooties.
Dude,
Yeah.
it's
That is
crazy, man. It's insane. I remember when this movie came out. Like,
So do
me and
I.
my buddy watched it it was either on Shudder or Prime or something, but we sat there one night and watched it, and we were dying, man. It's kind of like if you've seen the Nicolas Cage movie Mom and Dad, where the parents go crazy and try to kill their kids. It's like the opposite. It's I don't know. It's a good movie.
definitely on my list.
I saw it on AMC.
AMC?
A couple years ago. Yeah. So
So this
I feel
says
like
it's on Tubi.
Tubi. As long as you don't mind commercials. To be. I feel like I've watched Elijah Wood his whole life. I remember Elijah Wood in a Paula Abdul music video
Oh,
in the
wow.
late 80s.
Was
Wow.
he?
Yep, Forever Your Girl. He's the little boy that snaps the pencil. Watch it. Watch it.
Paula
The Forever Your Girl album. She had
Man.
Straight Up, and then the next
Yes,
song was
yeah.
Forever Your Girl, and he's in the video. Forever Your Girl. He's just sitting at a table. I think he's like in a suit or something, and he takes a pencil and he looks all sad and he just breaks it. That's how you'll remember. And he was like that big.
Yeah, itty bitty.
He was very small.
Dang.
Very small. All right, my turn. Number 9. This movie came out in 1987, and I saw it in the movies. It's called The Gate, starring Stephen Dorff, Louis Tripp, and Krista Denton. Now, truth be told, a big reason why I like this movie is I had a little crush on Krista Denton. She played Stephen Dorff's older sister. She was like a sophomore in high school during the time of this movie. So that's like, 5 years older than I was. And yeah, Michael Nankin was the writer. Tibor Takas was the director. And I actually rewatched this movie last night.
Oh yeah.
I hadn't seen it in a while. And man, is it cheesy? But I
Oh,
love
is
it.
it?
I
It's
love
cheesy?
it though. It's
Yeah.
it's super 80s cheesy. But here's the thing. Here's how I came up with my list.
Okay.
I come up with it. It may be far worse quality of a movie than something that didn't make the list, but it's when I saw it. If I'm 12 years old seeing this movie and there's a cute girl in it and the star of the movie is the same age as me, that's going to have a bigger impact than seeing, a great movie, whatever genre, but I'm older. So yeah, I don't feel it as much. A silly movie like that leaves an impact. You go back and watch some of these movies that you thought were spectacular, and you're like, man, those special effects, oh my God, terrible.
Like the
You
never
can
ending
tell the
story.
green screen and all that stuff, but at the time, you're like, this is awesome. And back when I went to the movies as a kid, they weren't the kind of theaters that had 3 or 4 theaters. And it was one big, super huge theater that wasn't just in front of you, it was on the sides too. It was like, whoa. Now, now they seem so small to me that
Yeah.
I'd rather just watch a movie on my TV in the living room. I'm being honest. But a soundbar sounds almost as good. Looks, I'm in the comfort of my home. Anyway, so The Gate is my number 9. It's a fun movie. It's not really scary unless you're a preteen, but it's fun. It's silly. It's the 80s, and it makes my list at number 9.
I haven't
Larry.
seen it in a really long time, but that was one of the ones that I totally forgot about, that I was all mad that I forgot about.
It's pretty good.
But I always remember loving it.
It's on Amazon Prime.
Ooh, I might be watching that soon.
Larry, you're number 9,
man.
sir.
My number 9, man, was shot in 2005, man. And it's Hide and Seek. And it's directed by John Polson. It's starring Robert De Niro and Dakota Fanning. And the theory of this movie, it's a slow burn. It's a psychological thriller. And what I liked about it is because the whole time you thinking this girl is kind of like, because she lost her mother, so and all this stuff is happening. She's saying it's Charlie did it, and the dad's like a psychologist or a therapist or something, and he's saying, Charlie, no, it's not Charlie. No, tell me who did it. You did it. And she said, no, Charlie did it. Well, come to find out, Charlie is the dad. He's he has his what's they call split personality, has a dual personality. So that's where it gets creepy at night, because you start to realize, like, oh man, Charlie the whole time is the dad. And It's one of the movies. I read the book, so when I read the book and actually saw the movie, it stuck to the book. So I always like when movies kind of, when you read the book and it sticks to the book. Um, so for that one, it was a real good movie for me, and I like things that keep me on edge, man. I like that. If a movie keeps me on edge and I don't see the plot coming, I love movies like that. I hate cheesy movies where I could see the plot coming midway through the movie, and I'm like, oh man, okay, here goes the plot. I'm surprised. Wow, okay, yeah, nah. All the way through until I found out that he was Charlie. I really didn't know he was Charlie. So the whole movie had me, and it was creepy, man. It was creepy. Yeah, so
I saw it. I did not think that was a great movie, but the end, I didn't think it was great. No, I didn't think it was great. I did not think it was great. But the ending, the fact that Charlie was the father, okay. I'm not going to say it saved it, but it was a pretty good ending. It was a pretty good ending.
Yeah, it's a good ending.
All right, Kelly, number 9.
Okay, number 9, I have Weapons.
Ooh.
This is a brand new, I think it's right to streaming. I don't think it was, and it was written and directed by Zach Kreger. And let me just tell you, I missed the first 15, 20 minutes of it, but it was I was just so impressed by it because it's not like your average, basically all the kids in this classroom up and disappear one night in the middle of the night except one kid. And they tell the story from different adults' point of views while it's happening simultaneously. And it's not your typical zombie thing or alien thing. It's kind of like Fido, but not.
Oh my God, I love Fido.
Yeah, I know. Fido's awesome. It's not like Fido. That movie's special. But it's really quirky, which I am all about quirk. And it was just such a great watch, in comparison to the other garbage that comes out.
Yeah, it's on HBO Max, and I'm probably going to watch it this week.
I just watched it last night. I'm going to watch it again because I missed the first 15 minutes of it. But that's not something I would typically do either. But I'm definitely looking forward to rewatching it.
Good.
Got another one on my list.
I will probably watch it before Friday.
Got another one on my list.
And you have HBO Max too, Larry, so you can see it.
Yeah, I can see it.
Did you see Weapons, Matt?
No, not yet. It's one of the ones I wanted to go see at the theaters, but man, these days are flying by. I get to the point where I'm like, that's already out on video? Oh my God.
Yep. Remember
I feel like movies, they used to be in theaters for 3 months. Now it's 6 weeks and they're out,
They
Not
go
even 6 weeks.
to video so
6 weeks or
fast.
somewhere.
Remember when in the 80s, if there was a movie in the movies, you had to wait between when it got released in the movies to when it came out on video, 6-7 months, something like that. Now,
and on cable a year later.
Yes, and then regular TV 2 years later.
Right.
Dude, now something that came out 7-8 months ago is on TBS.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
I mean, the stuff that hits Tubi and Pluto after 2 or 3 months is insane. Mm-hmm. I'm like, that came out very recent, and it's on here. You watch, 2 or 3 ads in 2 or 3 intervals throughout your movie. I mean, totals of 4 minutes of ads for your whole film, maybe, and it's dude, it's free, so worth it.
I'm not in love with Pluto TV because they have frequent interruptions with
Yeah.
ads.
That's why I
But-
lean more on Tubi. But
Oh, Tubi's
Pluto's
great.
good for background noise.
Yeah. I mean, they're okay. They'll have movies. You know, I watched Sabotage again on Pluto TV just the other day. All right, Michelle, kick off number 8 for us.
So my number 8, I definitely haven't seen in a long time, and I didn't rewatch it. So, but I still wanted to go with it because I always remembered. I thought it was well done, even though in some ways it's almost a remake. But I don't think it was like a full on remake. But they just did a really good job, and it was The Good Son from 1993, directed by Joseph Rubin. I really love Macaulay Culkin being like the bad kid in it, and Elijah Wood's in it, and he's kind of great as the little brother. That was a couple of back-to-back things he did there. I liked that, and I love him in Radio Flyer.
Mm-hmm.
And
Good one.
it always stuck out in my mind like how much they were both so good in it. So I don't remember all the exact plot and stuff to it, but I just really thought because I remembered their performances so well that it should make my list.
Yeah, he was definitely he was definitely cast because you got to think Bad Kevin from Home Alone, and then you become this evil bad kid and the good son. Like, and then it's just his life became a mess until he got it straightened out a little bit. Like he just like kind of lived up to the character, man. Like that was a good movie, like real good movie, real good movie. Back to child actors really selling the movie. They really delivered the movie. So
well, the other thing with that movie is it qualifies for both protagonist and antagonist.
Yeah,
that is true.
That's true.
Excellent choice.
Great movie, Michelle. Great movie.
Matt, you're number 8.
Oh, number 8 is a remake. Like I said, I have a couple remakes on here, and it's Let Me In.
Let Me In.
2010. So, Let Me In from 2010. It's a remake from a foreign film called Let the Right One In.
Mm-hmm.
And I've seen both. I watched the first one with subtitles. The second one, just because it's a little bit more Americanized and a bit more my speed. I really like this one. So the girl, I think Chloe Moretz is fantastic in it. She was in like, Kick-Ass and a bunch of other movies. Dark Shadows, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So Let the Right One In. Yeah. And I think that kid was in it too. He played Hugo Cabret. Yeah. That was a good movie too, where she played a French girl. So child vampire with a neat twist where her caretaker you think is her dad, but turns out that because she's a kid vampire, she doesn't age, and that was her first, boyfriend. And it turns out that he's been taking care of her all these years, and now she's finding a new guy that, kid that looks about her age that she's starting to like, and old Papa boyfriend's getting a little jealous, and stuff ensues. But basically what is like the give and take with that is like, yeah, sure, you get like you may be a cool vampire girlfriend for the rest of your life, but like now you have to feed her, you have to take care of her, you have to, it's a burden more than it is anything else. And you can see it on her ex or her current boyfriend, who it's weird because she's as old as he is, but she looks like a little girl because she's a vampire and he's an old man. So obviously she's going for somebody who looks a bit more her age, that's a bit strange, and they hit it off well and they're becoming close. And the big reveal of like, holy crap, this isn't like her dad or her grandfather, this is like her dude, like this is, and then all that comes with that, plus all the gore, there's a lot of cool shots that are very vampire-esque. I like the way they did it. It's not overbearing, but it's it's well done, and it's not the the classic 2 teeth Dracula type vampire, and it's
Right.
not 50 billion teeth going crazy CGI vampire. It's like it toes the line very nicely, and it's believable. So
Cool.
I do like this movie. I do like the original, but I think for a lot of mainstream viewers, the remake, and they're only 2 years apart. Let the Right One In came out in 2008, and Let Me In came out in 2010. So it's like America was like, I'm taking that, we're making that, put that in production, and yeah, both great movies. But Let Me In, I would recommend to everybody that I didn't just ruin the entire premise for.
So I like vampire movies, so that's definitely on my alley, man. I definitely like vampire movies. Obviously, I'm a vampire by trade.
I saw both movies. I saw the original first, the Let the Right One In, which I thought was great.
It is
Great.
It is.
That scene in the pool. Remember that?
Yeah. Yep.
I thought that was good. I saw the
Very
second
good.
one, and I think I would have liked the second one better if I didn't see the first one. The first one to me set a bar, set a standard, and I was not used to like the violence. I thought the story was very original, and
Yeah.
the second one is good.
It's
I
more
almost wish-
Americanized.
Yeah.
I would say. Like I like.
And you're
foreign
right, it is
films,
a
but they
little-
push the envelope.
It's a little faster, the second one, than the first
Yeah.
one. Obviously, you're not reading like you are in the first one. So I could see why the first one won't do as well box office wise, but I thought it was good. I thought it was good.
It definitely.
That pool scene, I'm like, what's happening here?
Give it a watch. Give it a watch to anybody who hasn't seen them. Compare them, because I watched the original after I watched the 2010, because I was like, wait, this is a remake? I gotta go see the first one. And my perspective is different, because I was like, wow, a lot of similarities, a lot of different shots, and you can see the difference artistically in how films are made in different countries and different producers and different directors with the same story, but a different way of approaching it. So they're both honestly really, really good.
Don't you find that strange when one movie comes out and like a year later, didn't this movie just come out? Like the girl with the dragon tattoo, there was like the Swedish version, and a year later was the American version. Okay.
Yeah.
That happens quite a bit. Most of the movies that come out, if you look at it, it's like a Japanese, Swedish, or UK movie that came out and maybe didn't do so great in the box office worldwide. So America takes that movie, casts different actors, and just remakes it. I don't know how they do it, but then, people like that one, and then they don't even know that it's a remake. It's like, it is kind of astounding, the lack of originality. It's kind of why I do like older movies, even though I do have some modern ones on here.
100%. All right, number 8, that's me, and it's going to be the movie that's right behind Larry, 1982, Poltergeist, starring Craig T. Nelson, Jo Beth Williams, Dominique Dunn, Oliver Robbins, and Heather O'Rourke. Now, I know that there is almost like a curse on this movie because of people that died.
Oh yeah.
Heather O'Rourke died in the late 80s. They weren't able to actually use her and finish her in the third installment, Poltergeist 3. She had died before the movie was finished. And the older sister, Dominique Dunn, in the original Poltergeist, later that year after this movie got released, her ex-boyfriend murdered her.
No, are you serious?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep, he did.
Wow.
I saw like a true Hollywood story on Poltergeist.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like the other things happen too, but those are the two that stand out.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
by them making this
You
movie,
know, Gil, who Dominique Dunn's brother is?
Well, that last name Dunn reminds me of the Jackass guy from the Jackass movie, the
Ryan
Jackass
Dunn.
series.
No.
Yeah, so that's the
All
only
I can
Dunn.
think of is Griffin Dunn.
It's Griffin Dunn, and he's in American Werewolf in London.
Oh,
He's also in Who's That Girl?
Wow. Wow. Small world. Small world. Yeah. Really sad. It almost makes me not want to watch the movie.
yeah, that's crazy, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Children?
Yeah.
Wow, maybe
Terrible.
man, you make the poltergeist about demons and the dead and haunting you, and you get haunted by demons and dead people in real life.
Boy,
And
let me tell you, the end of this movie, when she falls into the in-ground pool and the bodies start coming up, that
man.
scared, even
Yeah, man.
on network TV,
Yeah,
that
man.
scared the bejesus out of me. The director was Toby Hooper. The story was by Steven Spielberg. I heard of him. There was a lot of Star Wars references, a lot, not too subtle either, throughout the movie. I thought it was great, man. And then the house at the end just shrivels up and disappears.
Yeah. That
Awesome.
old lady was spooky too, but the old man just took the cake for me, man. The old preacher man, that dude's scary, man.
Oh, and the second one?
Yeah, the old
second
preacher
one.
Man. Yeah, the preacher man.
Yeah, he was in this, and he I think Michelle mentioned this a couple years ago. He was so skinny and so frail because he was dying. Like that was like his last thing that he did.
Yep.
But yeah, he fit that role great. But original, and you brought up the little old lady. Her and Heather O'Rourke, who played Carol Ann, they're the only two that were in all three movies. Does that little old lady, she was in all three of them. All three. Unfortunately, Heather O'Rourke did not make it to the end, but it is what it is. All right, brother man, you're number 8.
Oh man, my number 8, man, is a movie everybody probably make everybody list, man. And that's The Sixth Sense, man. It was shot in 1999 by, as we know, M. Night Shyamalan, you know, and Haley Osment.
Ding dong.
Yeah, that guy. And man, do I have to really explain the movie? I don't know if there's anybody in America that has not seen The Sixth Sense. But if you have not, and you are just a rare person that just don't watch movies, it's about a kid who's talking to Bruce Willis, who is what is it, like a psychiatrist, ain't he? Like a therapist.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole time, the little boy is telling him that I see dead people. I talk to dead people. And the whole time you don't know that Bruce Willis is dead until at the end of the movie, everything flashes, like he starts to realize, oh snap, I didn't survive this gunshot because a patient came and shot him. And he thought that, you don't know this until the end of the movie when everything starts to the red and all the symbolism, because in like Shyamalan movie, it's always symbolism. There's always, that's why I like The Village. I like certain movies. The Village and Sixth Sense was the ones that stood out to me the most that I liked of his movies. Some of them was just
bad.
No.
Some
terrible.
Of them were bad.
Terrible. Like terrible. But this one actually was a great movie. It's iconic, man. Child act. He's going down. I see dead people. That's just iconic. And I thought he did a great job shooting it. I thought Bruce Willis did a great job in the movie, and I love the storyline. And even to this day, it's like one of the moments that you must, like, how you have a life moment. It's a life moment thing where, like, you'll start to be in certain moments. You don't see the moment until you step out the moment for a little bit. You start to realize, like, oh, snap. This is happening to me, And I think everybody in their life has had a moment like that where you might have been around somebody and the whole time you don't see them for who they are until you have to step away from them for a little bit and you see who they are. So that's why I really dug the symbolism in the movie, because I felt like we all in life have been through that.
That's a great movie. And I thought, what is it, Toni Collette? She got nominated for Academy Award for her role as the mother in that movie.
Mother.
Now,
Toni Collette is amazing in anything she does.
She's very good. So I have to admit, I've seen this movie probably about 10 times.
Yeah.
Love that movie. But it wasn't until about a year ago, and I have to admit this because I'm probably the only person that's seen this movie a bunch of times that realized this. I never knew until about a year ago that in the beginning of the movie, that patient that shot Bruce Willis, I didn't know that was Donnie Wahlberg. I did not know that was him. I had to go back and be like, oh yeah, that is him. Because like the face that he makes and he's all skinny
Yeah.
and he's like naked. You didn't know either, did you, Larry?
No, I
You didn't
did.
know either. I could tell by
It
your
doesn't
reaction.
really
I
look
didn't
like
know.
him. He definitely didn't look like himself.
No.
Like the face that he makes and how he's holding up his hand and he's like this. I'm like, oh my God, that is Donnie. That is Donnie. Because I saw an
Wow.
interview with him and he was like, oh, you know, I had an image on what I wanted the character to look like. Well, you didn't want him to look like the kid from New Kids on the Block. I can tell you
Nah,
that.
That'd be
He did a good job, man. Because
He did a great job.
He did a real good job, man. Wow.
Excellent. All right, number 8, Kelly. What's your number 8?
my number 8 is a TV movie miniseries, and it is the great clown portrayal, Pennywise, and It.
Yes.
I mean,
this
what
is-
can we say? If that doesn't make everybody's list, I'd be surprised.
Right. So this ragtag bunch of kids, like, I'm sorry, my dog.
Oh, that's Dubby.
Yeah. They are called to action by the murder of one of the kids' little brothers, Georgie, and go on to fight this clown who feasts on kids every, I don't even know how many years it is, from the absolutely amazing mind of Stephen King. And just Tim Curry, his portrayal of Pennywise, if we're talking about goats, like in terms of Jodie Foster, like he is Pennywise. There's nobody else other. And we could talk about the remake, but Pennywise is Tim Curry's Pennywise. Pennywise is Tim Curry.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you, Kelly, did you obviously you like the original, but how did you feel about the remake of
I do like the aspect of like, I guess, the advancement of technology and the fact that Sarsgaard's portrayal is more like more on an actual evil. I mean, Pennywise is evil. He's a killer, but it comes across more violently with Sarsgaard's portrayal, I think.
Well, that was the thing, that the Pennywise was always something that the kids would want to be around, and then that's how. So in new ones, he's too like, that's a clown. I'm not going to think is a fun clown.
Yeah,
by looking at it. So for me, that's the problem with that. I do like a lot of stuff they did in the new ones because you couldn't do it back then, or because they took a longer amount of time, and it wasn't on TV. I mean, it is not something that really could be like G-rated, but like, it's like they needed to meld them together because you need Tim Curry, Pennywise, and then maybe some of the other stuff, and it would be like perfect.
100%. Tim Curry. See, the problem with it, Tim Curry was so good that when you see the original first, you've already got to like do negative marks on the new one. If you just watched the new one first and didn't know about the original, then you can really judge it. You can be like, oh man, this clown, he was like a monster. Where Curry was like a sick clown.
Yeah.
The other problem is, though, if you read the book, Tim Curry's playing it the way it is in the book.
Yeah,
what they did in the new movies is, like, he's not supposed to be like a evil clown from the get-go. Like, you're supposed to be fooled by it,
That was a real good long book. Long.
I read it when I was way too young.
But look at the positive influence it had. Reading is fundamental.
Right?
All right. That was a good one, Kelly. I got
That
a
was a good one.
feeling we might be hearing that one.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Again.
Yeah, it's getting real right now.
All right, number 7, lucky number 7. Michelle, kick it off.
So my number 7 is from 1984, Children of the Corn. We talked about that already a little bit. But one of the things I always liked about it, I don't know so much that it was a scary scene, but it was something about the way they build it is like when the couple's in the car and the way they film them just kind of like driving down the lone highway. I always really love those scenes. Gives you a little bit of a creep factor.
When they were in the station wagon before they hit the kid, and they thought they murdered the kid.
Almost anytime they're in the car, like it just has like a good creep factor.
One thing I don't mind from the past is station wagons. I'm fine with a minivan, but station wagons, nah, bro.
No, bro.
We don't have to bring them back.
Yeah, no, bro. It won't happen.
Nah, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm definitely good on that one.
All right. We have already talked about Children of the Corn. Nothing really to add to it. So, Matt, your number 7, sir.
Number 7 is 2002, The Ring. Because you can't have evil kids and not talk about Samara. So, you have a videotape that you watch, and then you get a phone call and the little girl goes 7 days, and then you have 7 days, and then you die,
Yeah.
So the whole, they do it a lot of different ways. There's been so many Ring movies, and to be honest with you, the Japanese ones are so much better.
Yeah.
But again, going more mainstream Americanized version, 2002's The Ring, Samara makes it just an evil entity that, it can't be stopped. It goes anywhere. It goes anywhere you go. Once you watch the tape, that's it. I mean, side note, there's a movie that came out a couple of years ago where The Grudge and Samara fight. That movie is amazing.
What's
What
it
movie
called?
is that? What movie is that?
Sadako versus Kayako. It's Japanese, obviously,
Good.
but it's where someone watches the Ring videotape in the Grudge house, and then they fight each other for the soul of that person. Dude, it's
man,
badass.
I'm gonna have to check that one.
Yeah, you gotta text me that title, man. You gotta text me the title, man.
Yeah.
I gotta see that.
I'm just gonna do a Japanese version of The Grudge meets The Ring.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, we do have ChatGPT, don't we?
I have it on my phone.
This movie is so incredible.
That's crazy.
Oh,
yeah.
All right. Watch it be on Tubi. Watch it be on Tubi with commercials.
Dude, it probably
Tubi.
So
everything's on Tubi, Gil.
What's that?
Everything's on Tubi.
Tubi's got a lot of stuff. It's got commercials, but that's my go-to if I want to find a horror movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they have the most. Now they got a lot of bad ones, but I like the bad ones.
They're so bad that they're good sometimes.
Yes, excellent. So I'll make this quick.
Okay.
The Ring.
That's another list right there. So bad it's good.
Yeah. Okay. Next year, the so bad horror movies that we love.
I just meant movies in general, but
okay. The Ring. When I first saw it, the American version, the Naomi Watts, when she comes out of that TV, scared the crap out of me. I was legit scared for that dude when she came out. And then you realize that the Ring is actually looking from the top of the well. Mm-hmm. Oh, I was like, come on. And and the scene with the horse jumping over when it was on the big like ferry boat or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, oh, come on.
Yeah,
I
that
enjoyed that
killed
movie.
me. I pretty much checked out after that happened.
But this is that was a
That-
wild movie, man. That was a
that
wild
movie.
movie, man.
People make fun of it now because of the sequels, and yeah, some of them like the Japanese version.
It's
I
scary
saw
movie.
the Naomi Watts one before I watched the Japanese Ring and the Japanese Grudge, and it is on my list at number 7. So 2002's The Ring is my number 7 as well. Two, I would say, better than mediocre minds think alike. Matt and myself at number 7. So Larry, your
Oh
number
man.
7.
Oh man, we already discussed it, man. I think we sort of get back into the commonality of what we do, right? So Poltergeist. Carol Ann, as you can see in my backdrop, how can I not have a backdrop of Poltergeist and not have it as a movie?
Mm-hmm.
Carol Ann, coming to the light, Carol Ann. That is a classic line, man.
They kept confusing the kid. They say, "Come to the light. Stay away from the light. Come to the light, baby.
Come to the light,
Come to the light.
Caroline.
No, stay
Come to
away
the
from the
light."
light." You got to make up
Oh,
your
man.
mind. I couldn't
Talking
even
about-
follow that, and I'm an adult.
You talking about Poltergeist, man? Like, and as a kid, I didn't know. Like, when I watched this movie as a kid, my pop kind of was into this type of stuff. So as a kid, I'm kind of lost, Except when was it the first one when he drunk the worm and he spit the worm out? Or was that the second one? You know what I'm talking about, Gil? When the pop was drinking the tequila with the worm went down, and
I think it's the second one.
Yeah, I don't remember that in the first one.
Man, it must be. All right, so I gotta do a Poltergeist 2 is the one I really like the most.
You like 2 better than 1?
I like 2 better than 1 because
All
it's
right.
the old man. It's
The old man.
When he spit the worm out with the old man. Man, that's the one I remember the most because that's when she was in. The mom had to go get her from like hell, right, or wherever that when they was in hell, right, or wherever they was in that cave with the coat and all that.
Was that all the goopy stuff that they have to pull her out of?
Yes.
Well,
Was that the
was
2,
it-
right?
Wasn't that the first one when she throws the tennis ball and it comes down and then they tie the rope around her and
Was
Craig
that the
T.
first
Nelson he pulls too early and she comes out and all that goopy stuff is
Yeah.
all over? That was the first one.
And
Right,
she
Michelle?
Was that the first one?
That was the first
I
one.
don't remember now because he's talking about 2 of them and it's confusing me.
I'm sorry, I don't want to confuse the audience, man. So to bring you all to current.
But I remember
The one I like the most
the
was
worm
the
and the
one with-
tequila very clearly.
Well, that's the second one. The worm
He's
and the
like this
tequila.
in the bottle.
Yes.
And it's
That's the one I like
That's the
the
second
most.
one.
That's the one I like the most, America.
Okay.
Poltergeist 1 was cool, but Poltergeist 2 is the one that I personally like the better. Because that's when I thought I was watching. Obviously, I was a kid when I watched the movie, and I haven't really watched it recently. But that always stuck to me was that part. The old man walking up to the house, he was just spooky, and then the dude spitting out the worm, the old man worm, because he was the old man. He spit him out. So I like Poltergeist 2, America. So excuse me for the typo, but Poltergeist 2 is the one that I personally like.
Well, you just got to remember it at the end of the podcast.
I got it. I promise you I will. It's
All right.
Poltergeist 2.
Kelly, you're number 7.
My number 7 is Children of the Corn.
That's funny. We have 2 number 7s that people have tied with.
That's right.
Yes.
What can I say about this movie? This is one of the first horror movies that I actually remember seeing and being scared because I was 11, 12. So, we've already discussed it at length, but the scene first of all, the Isaac and Malachi, the level of fear that they instilled in you cannot be understated.
Yeah.
And kudos to those kids. But the initial scene, in the diner after church or whatever, and the hand going into the slicer, and it's just a scene that I never have forgotten. It always pops into my head every now and again. And then Isaac staring at everything in the window and just with that smirk on his face. You can't get more evil than that.
The hand in the slicer. He got Munson.
Do you
Yeah.
feel like the kids of today's generation is getting
Kingpin.
robbed of real good like
Kingpin.
horror films? That's a question I want to
Yeah.
pose to y'all. Do y'all think they're
Yeah.
getting robbed of very good? Like, we kids, when we was kids, we got these movies to go back to that did a real good job of fearing us,
Well,
right?
I mean, that's a good question for Matt because, like, even like his age, I think, didn't get the best new stuff. I mean, I don't feel
No.
they know how to make horror movies anymore,
Uh-huh.
and I felt that way for a long time.
Well, that's just it. So I was born in 95. So the height,
Okay.
the epitome of horror movies was 2005 to 2008 when I was like coming into it. So obviously, as I grew up, I started watching the newer stuff, the older stuff, and becoming a fan of it, the whole genre. But so a lot of the stuff I watched was like everything had like a terrible soundtrack. It was over contrasted, heavy metal, the collector, the collection, just kind of stuff like that, where it was all, the Saw movies and, those were pretty big. And so like kind of horror to me was like, I feel like at that age, everyone was trying to be as gory as they could possibly be while still allowing it to be played in the cinema. So at that point, it was like heavy metal and buzzsaws was horror, and then you had like a slasher here or there, and then it wasn't really until I feel like a little bit later when like I guess like Ari Aster started making these like kind of psychological, kind of long, almost 3-hour long movies that would give you like it would creep you out, but wouldn't like scare you, if that makes a lot of sense. So then I started trying to find movies like that where I was like, I want to feel that like edge of my seat, creepy feeling. I don't want just or, just somebody getting ripped to bits because it's, it just is what it is. So as far as my upbringing in horror, I don't like that specific like time period of like the slashery grunge extra gore horror from like 2003 to like 2010, which was like a lot of the movies I saw in that time period. So I'm starting to like in the last 10 years or so all of horror outside of that. I don't know if that's just because that's where I grew up and I don't know, it never really hit for me.
So you never had the feeling of like as a kid to have like something that you was like really like scared of, like like it was certain movies like we watched like The Children of the Corn. Like I couldn't watch that by myself as a kid. It was just that spooky.
Also,
it was certain movies.
I didn't really see those until I was older as well. So it was like it didn't hit the same, you know what I mean? Like a lot of the stuff I watched was like a lot of the, the Chucky movies and stuff like that. Yeah. So it was like Dead Silence, a lot of dolls was like creepy dolls were kind of popular too. And it was like, I don't know. I just, those kinds of movies, as far as my time period, are not my forte.
Okay.
I like some of the newer stuff that's come out, and I like a lot of like 80s, 90s, because I feel like that's a good sweet spot in 70s as far as like, Stanley Kubrick. I don't know. I like the whole genre, but as far as my time period, not a super big fan of that.
Okay. You answered my question.
So you're not a big fan of the Rob Zombie movies?
I like them for the nostalgia of when I watched them when they came out, because they were super edgy, like House of a Thousand Corpses and Devil's Rejects and 31 and Salem's Lot, and I like Rob Zombie's movies. They're just, what you're gonna get when you watch one.
Boy, they are old, especially that second Halloween movie. I mean, it was over the top. Oh my gosh.
That's what he does. That's why even his new Monsters remake was terrible.
Terrible.
Terrible. I didn't even finish it.
It was that bad?
It's unwatchable. You can't. It's not good. I probably watched 10, 20 minutes of it, and I was like, dear God, stop insulting me. Just stop. Leave it alone. Let it be black and white. Let it be what it is. Let it die. Stop messing with it.
He said, well, to be fair, he said that the studio wouldn't allow him to do it in black and white. That's what he wanted. He wanted it in black and white. I don't know if that would have saved the movie. Cool. It would have been better.
I couldn't stand Herman.
He messed up the monsters.
Dude, Herman was so over the top annoying that I couldn't even I was like, dude, let another actor get a line in. Like,
please.
Oh my God. Yes. It was so bad.
Yeah. You know how you're writing down movies to watch?
Yeah. Not that
write down this movie and put a line through it. Yeah. Put a big X. Let's talk German. 999. No, we don't want that. We don't want that. I lost track. Who's next?
Oh, you on number? Where we at, Gil?
Somebody just did a number 7.
7.
So we're back around. We're 6 with Michelle.
Yeah, I think it might be me to go to number 6.
6 to Michelle.
Okay, so my number 6 is from 1976, and it's The Omen, directed by Richard Donner, who we all know directed The Goonies. I mean, Damien's one of the ultimate evil kids.
Absolutely.
I love just a lot of the little scenes that, like, you could argue that it's just weird coincidences, like that happened and that he didn't do anything. And then, of course, the best is like, it's all for you, Damien. And the lady hangs herself.
Yes. Yes.
Classic.
100%. Yeah, that lady, whatchamacall? That was Holly Palance, and that's Jack Palance's daughter.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she was in a few things.
I don't think I knew that.
And in the early 80s, Jack Palance and Holly, for a couple seasons, did Ripley's Believe It or Not in the early 80s, that show.
You remember that?
I remember Jack Palance eating a cracker that had a spider on it before they went to commercial. I remember that. He's like, Ripley's Believe It or Not, and he put it right in his mouth. And as he started crunching away, they went to commercial. So I don't even know if that was real or not.
He did a fake crunch and went, all right,
get that out of here. Get that out of here. Yeah, I mean, dude, The Omen is phenomenal. If we're just doing horror movies, it's probably top 5.
All day long.
It's probably top 5.
All day long.
I mean, that is a great one.
And for it to stand the test of time, and it's still good. If you watch it today, it's still good.
It's still good.
That goes to show you how great the directors were, how simple you could keep it without being CGI crazy. You don't have to go overkill now. I don't know, maybe because we come from an older school of film, and I like you too, Michelle, because you take me back even further. when they really it was really good. You really had to have a good eye, directed. I like that. I like when Michelle come on, because she always take me back to like a time period before even I was watching movies like that. That's the truth too, Michelle.
I would love for Michelle to do an original story, because I like the way she thinks and I like the kind of films that she likes. And I think she would do like a Black Noir kind of film, like the setting would be in the 40s and stuff like that. We would all get a ticket for that. Everybody. So yes, The Omen. Absolutely.
Is he right, Kelly?
Yeah, he's actually spot on.
I'm not new. I've known Michelle for a while now. By the way, next month is our 10-year anniversary for the school.
Really?
Yeah. Don't you remember everything we had to sign had to be November 2015?
Oh, okay.
Everything we signed, it was like you got to sign the book November 2015. Yep. Yeah. Back when I was only 40.
Them years.
Yeah, them years.
Them years.
Matt, you're
Matt,
number 6,
My
sir.
main man.
My number 6 is a crazy one.
Ooh.
So it's one that I don't know if anyone has heard about. It's from 1976, and it's The Omen.
This is too funny.
So
We
it's-
tied.
it's so funny. As soon as you said this movie's all weird coincidences, I was like, what a weird coincidence. Number 7, it's the same. So don't need to go too much into it, but it's funny because I wanted to name my youngest Damien. And
Did
for
you?
Oh, nice.
for a long time that was the name, and then kind of right up at the end, tossed up I don't know, might be too much of a, so I didn't win that one, so we named him something else. But honestly, when you say Damien is the epitome of the evil kid, I mean, I guess in the film he's like this antichrist or something, like he's and I gotta say, side note, there's a movie that came out called The First Omen, and it was like 2 or 3 years ago. It's a prequel. Hot garbage. Don't waste your time. Hot garbage. That movie is so long and drawn out, doesn't make any sense, and doesn't really tie in. But they tried to make it like this epic prequel, and it kind of led up, had like kind of a cool ending, but like not really. I don't know. So if you were thinking like, oh, whoa, The First Omen, it's a prequel. Don't.
Was it set like in a church somewhere?
Yeah.
That's what I thought. Yeah, you're right. It was hot garbage.
Yeah.
It was long.
Dude, it was
long.
Slow
It's
and
slow
not
and
much
not even close to even remotely being interesting.
right.
What was the name of it?
The first Omen. Yeah, I remember that one. Because I was like, okay. I thought it was going. Yeah, The First Omen. I thought it was going to do like the roots of like Damien, but it wasn't that.
Here comes the line. Okay.
Yeah, just put a steamy pile of garbage next to that one.
You're right about that one, brother.
Let me get that straight. All right. Well, I am excited because I'm up, and my number 6 is a legit number 6, but I am excited to see Michelle's reaction to this one. My number 6 is 1987's The Monster Squad.
Woo!
Love that
Starring
movie.
Andre Gower, who I know you know personally. Robbie Kiger, who was also in Children of the Corn, which, by the way, one of the funniest lines in a horror movie was with Robbie Kiger when Linda Hamilton just rips his sweater vest for the fire to put on the end of the stick, and the kid's like, "That's not a rag." Oh my God, was that funny? That was funny. Anyway, Monster Squad. It's got all the classic monsters. It's got Dracula. It's got the Wolfman. It's got the Mummy. It's got the creature from the Black Lagoon that they call, what do they call, Gills or something?
Yeah.
And they got the Frankenstein monster. You got the 3 brides of Dracula and stuff like that. You got Van Helsing in it. I mean, it just wraps everything up. It kind of, I've heard this before. It has like a Goonies kind of feel to it, but it
was good though.
It's horror, it's comedy. There's some people in it that you're like, hey, I remember him from The Sopranos. The guy who's flying the plane that goes in the back to check on the casket. He's Richie Apriu from The Sopranos.
Yeah.
There's a few guys. Kipper was the cop, the black cop who blows up in the police car at the end. He was the guy that took over Rocky's locker. Where Rocky's like, "Hey, where's my locker, Mick? Where's my locker?" Oh, I gave it to Kipper. Kipper. He's a real contender.
From Fried Green Tomatoes.
Fried Green Tomato. He was also in what was that Snake Eyes movie with Gary Sinise and Nicolas Cage? He was the boxer that was trying to throw to fight, and he hit the guy by accident, almost knocked him out. He was in that too. That was a good movie, Snake Eyes, by the way.
Good movie. Monster Squad is a great movie.
Monster Squad.
Good movie.
Fantastic.
Monster Squad was the other one that I completely did not have on my list, which most people would probably have expected to be my number one.
Well, I thought it was going to be on your list because didn't you meet them in a greet and meet?
I totally like focus so much on, because I love evil kids, that I focus on all that instead of kids in like scary movies, like stuff like that. That I was like, oh my god, how did I leave this out? How did I leave the gate out?
Yeah,
So
I
at
was on
least
the
you
fence.
got it covered for me, Gil.
Good one, Gil.
In honor of the late great Brett Challam, who was Horace, who came up with said one of the most famous lines in movie cinema history. Say it with me, Michelle. Wolfman's got nards.
I was like, wait a minute, I don't know if he's doing that or my name is Horace.
And with the shotgun.
Yeah.
No, they actually did a documentary called Wolfman's Got Nards that
Yeah.
Andre Gower actually directed and wrote. And I know you took a picture with them because I saw it on Facebook.
Yeah.
And by the way, Ryan Lambert did not age well. I'm not saying. I'm just saying. He was the cool kid, the cool looking kid in that movie, and he ain't looking so cool now. Anyway,
The cool
let's
kids
move.
usually don't age well.
Number 6, Larry, you're
Oh
up.
man, we already talked about it, man. Classic. It. Pennywise the Clown. I'm talking about the original, not the remake, even though the remake was cool. But like y'all have mentioned before, Pennywise, back when they first made this movie, well, that's the Pennywise. That's the, as a kid, I was the one that was scared of me. Once again, my father was the type to watch these movies, man. So, I'll sneak and watch them. But yeah, it was just it at first. When I was a kid, I'm not gonna lie. When I was a kid, it was like long, so it was like, man, it's a long movie, man. But then once I started getting into it, and I got a little bit older, and I was able to enjoy the movie, I was like, it's a real good movie, man. I actually like the original more than I like the remake. But the remake wasn't bad. It's just that the original definitely was, to me, better. So if I was to show the kids or the youngins, that's the one I would show them. Even though I doubt they would be able to get into it, They have a short attention span, man. You gotta make things into shorts. That's why we make things into shorts, because they got very small attention spans nowadays. But I ain't gonna talk too much about it. Pennywise the Clown, classic. It made everybody's list. So that's my number 6.
There you go. Kelly, you're number 6.
The Omen.
Three-way.
Wow.
From 1976. So I really don't know what else to say about this, but other than it's like extremely iconic, and I mean Gregory Peck's performance is amazing. I mean, it always is. I mean, he's Atticus Finch, so it's something that's often tried to be imitated, but like never duplicated. So it's not something that you can't top perfection with this movie.
Exactly.
It's a phenomenal movie. Can you believe Gregory Peck never won an Academy Award?
Never?
Never. One of the great actors in American cinema, never won an Academy Award. And then you could have somebody in a movie for 10 seconds and they can win it. Just goes to show. All right, Michelle, now we're in the top 5 and we're almost an hour and a half in. Let's see if we can get this done before 3 hours, because that's kind of usually when we have a big group, that's kind of like our benchmark. And we're halfway done. I have a feeling we're going to have a few more repeats. So Michelle, kick off your top 5.
So my number 5 is from 1984. It's Firestarter, directed by Mark L. Lester, who I thought was, fun fact, directed Armed and Dangerous. So it's like total opposite spectrum. I like that. I mean, Firestarter is just like one of those ones. I haven't seen it in a long time, but it's one of those things. Every time I've watched it, I forget how good it is, and I always love when, the father's trying to protect her and keep her from like the government people trying to come after her because of her abilities. And then it's like, and she starts doing her stuff and then it's like, oh, well, you asked for it.
Outstanding movie. They tried to weaponize her.
Yeah.
Yep.
She had that pyrokinesis kind of power, and yeah, but she was not a bad kid. You said that
No.
you've got bad. Your like whole list is bad. She was not bad at all.
I guess
And
that's true. You're right. I have at least one good kid.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, I felt bad for David Keith at the end. But they all bit it except her at the end. So
Yeah.
it's been remade a couple times. The original is, as usual, seems like we're saying the original is the best, and like all of these.
Well,
But
and it again also goes to what Matt said with the kid actors of back in the day.
100%. 100%. All right, Matt, you're number 5.
Number 5, we have a 2017 film. So relatively recent. And it's called The Killing of a Sacred Deer. So a relatively new actor, I can't remember, it's Barry, I think. Yeah, Barry Cogan. He plays a pretty convincing, troublesome teenager who, if I remember correctly, he's like homeless, and he like works, like whittles his way psychologically into like the life of this doctor or psychiatrist, and gets overly attached, and then the creepy stuff starts to unfold. And it's really good because obviously Colin Farrell is fantastic. If anybody's watched The Penguin, don't need to be a comic fan of any stretch. It's just a good like mafia show. That's fantastic. Fright Night. Everything Colin Farrell's done. But this movie in particular, like they play off of it where Colin Farrell's almost non-acting, where he kind of sits back and lets the other actors be there while he kind of has like a stoic presence, which I think works. Because when he gets to talk, and he can kind of steal the show, which is a good thing, but it's also you don't want to put a lead man in every scene if you're trying to focus on story points of everything else. So the movie is very well balanced, and it's creepy, and it gives you like a lot to think about, like psychologically, like who are these people that I'm around? Who am I letting into my life? Who am I letting into my home? Who am I letting talk to my wife? Who am I letting talk to my kids? Who am I, and it's definitely a thinker, but it's a good movie, and I would definitely say it's not scary. It's just definitely more of a kind of a creepy movie. But as far as like, and I would say children is pushing the envelope a little bit, because he's kind of on the older side of a teenager, but still really good.
Gil,
My turn.
no, you always get on me because you the got on me about the assignment. You the got on me. You'd have been like, hey, Larry was supposed to be kids. That's a teenager. Kids.
Yeah. And the older side of a teenager.
I might have to get.
We might have
you
to
told
strike
me
that.
You told me 13 or under.
There you go. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you. I'm glad I'm not the only person that got the memo. He said has to be a kid. Okay. That's why I can't.
Look, hey, they say 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
I'm saying what Gil should have said, Matt. I'm saying what Gil should have said.
I'll take that. I was questionable putting it on my list anyway, but it's good. It's good.
I'll probably check it out, but it did not fit the criteria of what we were supposed to be doing.
It is a good movie.
I really liked it. It looks familiar to me.
I can replace it on the official list with one of my honorable mentions.
But you said it's a thinking movie, man. Now you really got to sit there and analyze it.
Yeah, it's not one you want to watch with the kids running around. You want to hey,
Okay.
Yeah.
I gotta lock that one in. I got a couple movies I'm gonna be watching this weekend.
The Killing of a Sacred Deer. I for some reason I got a feeling that my wife started watching it. I'm gonna have to
Well,
ask for it.
where I don't remember if this one was on Tubi or not. No, HBO.
It's on HBO Max.
Hmm.
Okay.
Well, that'll be easy.
I was gonna say I know I watched it on something, but I thought it was Tubi.
All right, I'll be real quick. My number 5 has been mentioned more than once, and now it's going to be more than twice. 1990, It is my number 5, starring Tim Curry, John Ritter, Richard Thomas, Annette O'Toole, Tim Reed, Richard Masur, and Harry Anderson. Directed by Tommy Lee Wallace, and the story by one Stephen King. There's nothing else
Oh,
to
good
add.
one. Obviously, that's a classic because it made everybody's list. So that's a classic. When you make everybody's list, classic.
If you think about the category, you have to put it on there, and it has to be. It has to be high up.
Yeah, I agree, Gil. All right, man. So on me, brother.
It's all you, bruh.
Another man. My next movie, man, will be The Others. It was directed by Alejandro Amenabar. I hope I said the name right.
It sounded good.
Thank you. And it was starring Nicole Kidman, and the premises of it is that they're in this old mansion, her and her 2 kids, and the kids cannot go out the kids are not allowed to go out to the sunlight, and it's like it's another family in the house with them. So you're thinking like they're being haunted, but at the end result, you find out that Nicole Kidman, I believe, killed the kids, man. Killed her and the kids because they were waiting for the husband to come home from war, and he never came home or something. And find out they're the ones that are the ghosts in the house, and the other people are the ones that are being haunted by them, but they don't know that they're ghosts. So The Others for me was just one of the movies where, man, once again, it's a twist. I didn't see it coming. I'm thinking the whole time that the other people is haunting Nicole Kidman. Come to find out they're the ones that's dead. So I thought that was a real good movie, and she played a good role in this one, man. She actually played a good role. I actually liked her. Gil, what you gotta say about that one, Gil? What you want to say about that one, Gil?
I love that movie.
Okay, good.
I love that movie, and the ending was fantastic.
It was, wasn't it, Gil?
The whole movie, they're thinking that they're being haunted by the people that are actually alive, and they're the ghosts. Yes.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah. It was real good, wasn't it, bro?
Yes. Yeah.
It's a phenomenal movie. I mean, it's literally like the only movie ending where I've ever been like, I felt like I've been slapped in the face. It was so unexpected.
Yeah, I totally agree with you on that one, Kelly. I saw that in the movies. So my aunt took me to see it in the movies. She's into stuff like that. And the whole time they had me on the edge till it, like you said, at the end, I was like, wow, oh, they were dead. And I was going to sleep, Gil, in the beginning. I was falling asleep.
Well, I can understand that. The setting, if there isn't a lot going on in that kind of setting, that makes me drowsy too.
Yeah. So I'm not good when it's a slow build.
But it just smacks you in the face at the end.
It's so good.
It's such an amazing movie.
Good one, Larry.
Thank you, man. Got one.
All right, Kelly.
Okay, my number 5 is The Village of the Damned from 1960.
Good one.
So
Good one.
This little village, I think it's called Midwich or something.
Yeah.
All of the residents go into like this slumber for a couple hours in the afternoon. And they don't know what's going on. But when they come out, all the women who are capable of having a child of childbearing years becomes pregnant. And then fast forward, we have all these little blonde kids running around wreaking havoc. So this I assume it's like an alien type of thing. But it's very, very well done. The acting is superb. The music is just spot on. And if you haven't seen it, I highly recommend you do. The ending, I think the ending was really, really good and somewhat unexpected because I'm so used to like the more contemporary modern horror movies where like the protagonist always ends up, or the hero always ends up alive and happy ending and all this stuff, but it doesn't necessarily have a happy ending. So, I mean,
yeah, that's rare.
I mean, it's one of the best horror movies ever for a reason.
You put a big exclamation point at the end of that
definitely
one.
Did.
You saw that look that she gave, one of the best for a reason.
Yeah.
Right.
That creeped me. Yeah, the first one was good. Unfortunately for me, I saw the second one first. I saw the Christopher Reeve one first.
Oh no, you didn't, man.
Yeah, and I didn't really. I was like, I thought it was meh, to be honest. So I wasn't even looking that forward to seeing the second one. I mean, not the original, which I should have been, knowing that originals are usually better. So I kind of went into it not looking forward to it. When I watched it, I'm like, this one is better than the one that came out in '95. But I think if I had seen the original first, I would have enjoyed it a lot more than seeing it second. I did like it better than the remake, like I said, but I didn't.
Right, but it was kind of tainted, right?
It was tainted, and I was older.
Yeah.
I didn't see the original when I was a kid. I saw the original as the second, and I was already like 30 when I saw it. No bueno.
No bueno.
No bueno.
The one thing about these old horror movies is the acting is just
believable. Believable.
Yes, believable. Yes.
Believable.
Yeah. Yes.
Going back to Jodie Foster in Silence of the Lambs, near the end, when she's in the dark with the gun and she's shaking and the guy's looking at her through the through those special glow in the dark, the night vision glasses. Yep. How she is, that would have been me. I don't care if I'm an FBI agent. If I'm in the dark with a serial killer, and I can't see nothing, that's how I would have been. That was perfect. I remember seeing that with my mother, and we both said it when we left the movie theater, how she was in that scene, that was real fear. Like, that's not acting. That's like, okay, put yourself in this situation, go.
Yeah, well, I think it's been pretty well documented that she had a pretty rough time filming that movie. So I believe that what she was feeling at that moment when she shot that was genuine. And that's why it comes off the way it does. And that's why her performance is why, along with Anthony Hopkins, don't get me wrong. I mean, he's another one who could be in the GOAT category. Sure. But the reason why that movie is so special is her performance. There's a reason why, going back to what I said before, that, it swept the Oscars that year.
Sure did.
Yeah, she definitely put her foot in. Clarice Starling's definitely put her foot in that one. Man, that was the best one. Remember which call did it? What's her name? With the red hair.
Julianne Moore.
Julianne Moore, yeah. It wasn't as good as Clarice. No, it wasn't as good.
It wasn't as good. I feel like I can read Michelle's mind when Kelly said Anthony Hopkins could be considered one of the best. I feel like Michelle's saying, "What you mean could be? What you mean about could be one of the best?"
No,
I was expecting you to just jump out and say that.
Hey, Michelle, I was telling my friend, and he looked and he judged me for it, right? Because I was sitting back watching the movies, right? And I was talking about a tearjerker. I was watching Meet Joe Black, right? With him and Brad Pitt, right? That's a tearjerker movie, man. Like, for real. Like, if you watching that movie, for real, it's really a tearjerker, man. And
I know what you're saying. My wife just brought up that movie literally 2 days
yeah,
ago.
man, I didn't know
2
how
days ago, she
emotional
brought
it
it up.
was, man. Like death and that whole thing, and then dad, he about to like he sold it, man. Like he really sold it, man. Anthony Hopkins really like sold it, man. It was a good
Yeah,
movie.
when
Yeah,
Kelly
I don't-
mentioned Anthony
I-
Hopkins, and then I started thinking about Anthony Hopkins in horror movies. It made me think of a movie that I really loved. That he's
Magic.
in. Like,
Magic,
yep.
right?
Yeah, and I was like, oh, magic.
I remember 2 years ago it made your list, and then when we finished the podcast, I went upstairs and watched it on Tubi.
Yep, I love it.
It's a horror flick.
yeah, I mean,
the one we did 2 years ago, Magic. He's like a, what do you call that? A ventriloquist.
Ventriloquist.
He had one of those dolls, and of
Yeah.
course, you know, was he controlling the doll, or was the doll controlling him?
Michelle and her puppets. But I mean, getting back to Silence of the Lambs, I mean, like that whole scene where he's like a millimeter from the screen and he's talking.
Mm-hmm.
That is, I think, other than her going through Buffalo Bill's house at the end, that is like one of the most scariest scenes ever. And there's no violence to it. There's no blood to it. It's just him. And it's so close and so personal. It's really just,
And that's like what makes
remarkable.
a proper scary movie, as opposed to like like Matt was saying earlier, all the gore and slasher. And I mean, that's why Hitchcock was so good, because you didn't need all that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
He did it. And one of the things that Anthony Hopkins sold in playing Hannibal Lecter was those times when they show him talking, he doesn't blink.
No.
And he really sells it. He's like this the whole time. And that just doing it for 5 seconds, I'm done. So yeah, he's one of the goats. One of the goats. All right, Michelle, we are at number 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
So my number 4 is from 1974. It's called It's Alive, and it's directed by Larry Cohen. So again, I wanted to rewatch this one, didn't get to, but I really didn't care that much because it's seared in my mind, because it's this movie that I think I saw like when I probably wasn't supposed to. And the damn baby that's killing people, and there's like just like they don't show the baby all that much. That's one of the also brilliant things about it. But when you do see this baby kind of just come at the screen, that was it. I was just done. I was like, what the hell is this? Like, this is too creepy. Like, but it was a good job, you know, like, because you were just like, okay. And if you hear them talk about it, like some of the people who like love the movie or filmmakers and stuff, they talk about that was the brilliance of it, is making like the least, you know, scary thing in the world, a baby, evil and killing people.
I haven't seen that movie in a long time. I think I was a kid and it was on network TV because I didn't have cable back in the 80s. So living with my mother, watched it with my mother. My father would never watch a horror movie. So I did see that movie and I can't remember it. I can't remember it. So let's mark that down. I know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna start watching and be like, oh yeah. That's right. You know, when you watch something before you're 10 years old and you only saw it once with commercials, forgive me. Forgive me. All right, Matt, you're number 4.
Man, I'm a little hesitant on my number 4 after my treatment from Larry on my last one. Because
we're all gonna
Matt, get it right. Get
we
it
might
right.
be on the cusp again. It's only 2. It's only these 2.
Oh man.
So number 4 is actually a remake again. 2013's Carrie. Obviously, and yeah, the remake. Have you seen the remake?
No. Well, not that one. I did see a remake called The Rage. which
know it's
came
the
out in
wrong title.
2000, 2001, something like that. I did not see the most recent. I saw the
You
original.
saw Spacek on there. That's funny.
No, I know that's the
Yeah,
wrong one, but
it's yeah.
I'll put the right one up when I edit
The
it.
original is really good too. It's got scarier shots, but again, the remake is the same girl that was in the remake of Let the Right One In, the Chloe Moretz. So
And they
she
redid Carrie.
does. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, they redid Carrie, and oh my god, I'm for blanking on her name. Who plays the mom in this? Oh yeah, Julianne Moore. She's amazing as the mom in this movie, who's like religious and strict and devout, but also mean, cruel, and what drives Carrie to become what she is ultimately isn't really what happens at the end. That's more the straw that breaks the camel's back than dealing with her horrible, wicked mother at home, and then the kids at school. So I don't know. I really like this movie as far as like, children-esque, creepy supernatural powers and entities, and dude, there's a scene which I don't know they might have been able to pull it off back in the day, but where she uses her telekinesis to like whip her mom across the room and back into the closet that she always locked her in and slam that door shut. And oh man, it was just that moment. You feel the anger in that moment. Like they just did a lot of cool shots with this remake, and it's really, I don't want to say shot for shot, but they didn't change much. The acting's a bit more intense. It's a little bit faster paced, but really good, really good. Highly recommend.
I will say, based on Gil's, description of the thing, it would definitely not count.
Yeah, no, I
Strike it from the record.
I figured I would be the tough one this time instead of Larry.
Michelle.
Well, we're all in glass houses here.
Yes, we right about that.
Did anybody else see this remake?
No, I want to go see it though, because I like the original Carrie, so that was dope. And you saying that they didn't stray too far from the storyline too much?
It's pretty much exactly the same, just moderned up. I really like it personally.
Yeah.
Who plays the John Travolta part in this one?
Oh my god, let me look at the cast again.
Oh yeah, John.
Oh yeah, it's Ansel Elgort, the kid from Baby Driver.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
And I think the X-Men movie.
That's a good movie.
Yeah,
Baby Driver.
Yeah, Baby Driver.
Yeah,
That's a good movie.
movie.
Heck yeah. Yeah, no, it's really good. It's a good movie. The way they did the powers was cooler than the original, but that's just because there's better effects.
Well, in the original, Carrie gets the kitchen knives and puts them in her mom's hands, and she's there like,
Yeah.
Like Jesus on the cross.
Yeah, yep, because she's super religious. That is a cool shot.
It's super religious.
Yeah.
Oof.
All right. What number are we on? 4?
4, brother.
4. All right.
Road.
I'll pick up the pace here. It's already been mentioned. My number 4 came out in 1984, and it's Firestarter, starring David Keith, Drew Barrymore, Martin Sheen, and George C. Scott. You're cool when your middle initial is part of your name and everybody knows you with your middle initial. George C. Scott, Stephen A. Smith.
Stephen A. Smith.
The director was Mark L. Lester. Screenplay by Stanley Mann, based on the book Firestarter by one Stephen King. All right, Larry, you're number 4.
The number 4, keep it moving, man. The Conjuring 2. And I said The Conjuring 2 because it was a kid. And we're dealing with Ed and Lorraine Warren. They went out to Britain because Valak, the demon nun, was possessing this little girl and Ed Lorraine had to go out there and perform exorcism on. This was I don't care what you tell me, man. The Nun, anything with nuns is scary, and I'm gonna tell you why. I'm dead serious, Gil. Well, you know me,
Okay.
you know I'm a vampire by trade, right? You know, this vampire, I'm really a vampire. I take blood
Did
for
you go to
living,
Catholic
right?
school?
Michelle, I went to this place called, it's up the street here, Gil. You know, the sacred.
It's called church. Go ahead.
No, man, it's like a place where all the nuns go retire at. Like when they're done in nunnery, they go retire. It's like a home, right? And I said, I have to go draw blood there. Mind you, I go in there at 4 o'clock in the morning. My biggest fear, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. My biggest fear was
A convent.
Yes, it was a convent. I feel like a nun was on the elevator to me, and I went to turn around, and the nun ain't there no more. You know, I felt like Freddy Krueger's mom was walking the hallways at night. That's scary. All white nun in the hallway, dark. I should always be a little frightful going to this place. But I love the movie, man. I just love the Conjuring series, period. I love the fact that it has to deal with kind of, obviously, it's real events that happen, but you got to put some Hollywood on it and amplify it. But I'm into that type stuff, man. Seriously, that and stuff that really happened, I feel like is real life horror. Side note, I was just watching The Devil in Disguise. You ever saw Devil in Disguise? You know what I'm talking about, Matt. Was dealing with John Wayne Gacy. Crazy, just that's fearful to me because that really happened. You know?
That's the stuff.
Is that one any good?
It's real good. If you know anything about John Wayne Gacy, the guy that played John Wayne Gacy, he's spot on. When I say he sounds just like this guy, just like him, like talks like him, he nailed him, man. He nailed him. I saw a couple interviews with the guy, and he's in total denial. You pull 32 bodies out your house, and you talking about,
well, that's good. This one's good because I was very, 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 very disappointed in the Ed Gein one.
Oh yeah, Ed Gein was bad, wasn't it?
It was awful.
Terrible. It was terrible. It was terrible.
I'm on episode 3 of that series, and I got no motivation to keep going.
It's bad.
Like halfway through
it's
episode
90.
3.
It's literally like 90% false, anyways. Like none of it is true.
Yeah, that's a fact. They definitely, like, even the girl, like that wasn't true. Yeah.
And I usually like the Monster series, but they really dropped the ball with that one.
The Mendez brother was good. That was good. The Mendez, I like that one. That was good. And the Dahmer one was real good too.
The Dahmer one was real
good. Real good. But this one, I was highly disappointed, especially when you know the story. I was like, man, this is not good at all. I don't even want to watch it again.
I'm coming, mother. I'll be right there.
Yeah, man. The Conjuring
like, oh my god, can you just like that's not it? And even Charlie Hunnam behind the scenes was like, yeah, we put months of work into the voice to make sure it came off like, you know, how like the way we wanted it to. And I'm like, dude, it sounds like you put 2 seconds into sounding like Goofy's dad.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah. They definitely dropped the ball on that one, man.
And they skip so much. They skip so much.
And they just like, and I liked at first how they were trying to do like a correlation with stuff that, you know, came because of it, that was inspired or whatever. But then they take it way too far because they make him do things he never did to make it work with these other things that were inspired by it. Well, they were inspired by it, so that doesn't mean that what happened in this is what he really did. You know, like, it's just weird.
Yeah, it was definitely weird. It was definitely not factual.
No, it's
the other two I could say were factual. Like you could follow the line because it really happened. Again,
and then the new season apparently is going to be Lizzie Borden, which Lizzie Borden, no one really knows if she did it or not. So I'm like, oh great, this is going to be all false too. They're going to just do whatever they want.
I'm a little bit upset about because they just put out like 4 years ago the Lizzie Borden Chronicles, where Christina Ricci played Lizzie Borden, and they nailed it.
Yeah,
they nailed it. They don't need to make a monster on Lizzie Borden because after the Christina Ricci series came out, they made another series. It was Lizzie Borden something or other, but that came out like 6-8 months after the Christina Ricci series, which wasn't as good. They tried to go way hard time period and it just sucked. But I mean, I like the Lizzie Borden story. I just feel like they can't do it better. So I feel like this show, I'm just going to watch. Like, I already know what happens. I already watched the other one.
Yeah.
Michelle gave me a feeling of the Dahmer. If I could compare, it felt like the Dahmer one, where it's like you still want to get the victims their due. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they really kept it to that, and I thought it was really good, especially the story. It's really good.
Well, I know Matt loves the Conjuring movies. So
Yeah.
as soon as you said the Conjuring 2, I'm like, I know who's going to second that one.
That's a good movie, yo.
So good.
Yo, I thought they were all good.
It was good, man.
All of
I
them
like
were
them
good.
better than Insidious. I like them better than Insidious.
I would agree with that.
Insidious.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I definitely agree with you, Larry, because The Conjuring is like based on inspired by the true life experience of the Warrens,
Yep.
who are in that field. And the majority of the movies that I picked on my list are paranormal related. There's a reason for that. I mean, that's scary because
Scary.
you don't know who or what you're looking for, who's doing it, what's doing it. And let me tell you something. Those shows on TV, A Haunting, they are scarier
Oh my God, yes they are.
than 9/10 of the horror movies that come out.
They are. What's the one of the Haunted Hill one? You see the one with the Haunted Hill one, or the one with the girl? Do you see the one with the girl when she killed herself, when she hung herself, and she was a kid? And remember, she got haunted by that same hanging neck girl.
Yes.
I realized it was her in the future.
It's like, I think AMC had it on. And I think TLC plays it now every once in a while. It's called A Haunting.
Yeah.
And then they pick a story where, these people, experience paranormal phenomenon in their house. And it's the way they narrate it, the way they set it up, the way they execute it.
Yeah.
I feel like I need another adult in the room.
Yeah, that's a fact. I agree with you. I totally agree. And Gil, you know me, man. My lady goes away some weekends, man. I won't watch some Type Jones, but I don't care what you say, man. I don't care, Gil.
Dude, you got a dog that's the same size as you. You're fine.
He's scared of a shadow.
You're fine.
You're right about that, brother.
Kelly, finish us off at number 4.
My number 4 is from 1956, and it's called The Bad Seed.
Oh, yeah.
This should be number 1, but I'm a sentimental person, so I had to put other stuff for after it, or higher up. But I can't say enough about this movie. It's just the acting. The acting is like bar none. The storyline, bar none. It's just the quintessential, like, this is the GOAT. Okay. And for like horror movies, not just kids' horror movies, but very well written, crafted, the acting. I mean, even the kid, I kind of think maybe she might have been older than she was portraying, but it's kind of hard to tell from that time period because everybody looks way older than they should be.
You're right. You're right about that.
Yeah, like the parents of the kid look 60 and the kid looks like 20 or 30. But yeah, it's about a girl. She's pretty much a sociopath. And she does all this stuff that she shouldn't do, but the biggest injustice was her losing I don't know what it was. I can't even remember, a spelling bee or something. Some type of competition at school. And I forget the kid's name, but the last name was Daigle. He ends up winning the pin that was the grand prize or whatever, and she wanted that pin, and she ended up murdering him. And what I like about this is that her mother is not like, not my child, not my child. she pieces things together pretty quickly, and she comes to the realization that her child is a murderer.
Wow.
She's not afraid to face that fact. I'm not saying she doesn't try to cover it up or sweep it under the rug, but I'm saying she's not it's not my child. So I just really think it's an amazing movie, and I like the way at the ending there's this little, like, I don't know what you even call it, but like an epitaph or something, where it says, "Thank you for watching," or "Thank you for letting us bring this type of content out for you to look at." And they do this whole outro where they introduce all the actors, and it's just really phenomenal and just so well done.
Man, so 56 in 1956, that was considered like racy. In 1956, was that considered like racy? Like that whole movie?
Yeah, it's definitely, I mean, it's like nothing to us because we're so desensitized to that.
Yeah.
But it just, I mean, just think of life back in 1956. I mean, what it must have been like, how simple it was compared to now. And they're in the movie theater, and this is what's on the screen. It's just controversial AF.
Man, we came a long way of immorality, didn't we?
Right. I mean, it was groundbreaking. I mean, it still is somewhat groundbreaking. And I just really think it's, if you have the chance to see it, do it. If you haven't seen it, do it.
Yeah, definitely on my list now. I'm marking that one.
It's black and white, Larry.
That's cool. I like black and white.
Okay.
I like black. I watch Alfred Hitchcock movies, brother. Stop putting me in a box, man.
Another future actor that would later be in The Sopranos, by the way. What part did she play in The Sopranos? Anybody? She played Adriana's mother.
On One Life to Live?
No, on The Sopranos.
Oh.
Adriana, the one that was going out with Christopher.
Oh.
She played Adriana's mother. She was also in another horror series called Mommy in the 90s, in the mid 90s. Mommy and Mommy 2. Yes.
I think what Kelly will like to know the most was she was in 2 episodes of Murder, She Wrote.
Oh.
Mommy.
Yeah.
She's Mommy, bro, Gil.
A serial killer mother.
Oh, snap.
She has a daughter. She like starts killing the daughter's teachers in school and stuff like that.
Okay.
Then she goes, but they think they kill her, but you find out that she went to like like one of those crazy hospitals, and that's how the second one starts. Like she gets released or she escapes from the hospital, something like that. So
okay,
yeah, and it's B level. It's B level, but for me, I thought it was entertaining, and I'm like, oh my god, that's the girl from. She's way old. She's like in her 50s in the Mommy series, but she's supposed to be a little girl in the Bad Seed. But I think Kelly's right. I think she was like a teenager playing a little girl. I think she was like
11.
Was she? She does not look 11. Did you just look it up?
It's the 50s.
She does not look 11.
She was born in 1945. So she was probably actually 10 when they filmed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Wow. I mean, I would have believed if you said 14, 15. 11?
11? Wow.
I mean, the parents look 60. I mean, the mom, mom looks 60. So, I mean, as time moves on, look at the people in the 70s. Look at how old they looked when that's part of that was the style back then. But, to us, when we were younger at that time, they looked really old. And
the mom was 35.
And she looked 60.
Man. Man, 60 nowadays look like they're about 30,
Yeah,
40.
dude.
Like they're like
Right.
40, late 40s, man. No lie, man.
Ralph Macchio is in his 60s. Tom Cruise is in his 60s. Sorry, Michelle. Sorry.
Well, Tom Cruise had some work done, bro.
Okay. And then they were allowed to get work done too.
Like
It wasn't until
like
within the last couple of years that Ralph Macchio has really been looking his actual age.
Even remotely close to it, yeah.
I mean,
I don't understand what he's doing with his hair. Is he wearing a piece? You could tell at the bottom that that's not his real hair. When a guy is wearing a wig, and you don't see like
That or he's doing the bad dye jobs, because men do that a lot. They dye it too dark, and then it looks like their whole head is fake.
This is also
I see that a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know Matt sees that a lot.
A lot.
That I know. Well, your profession.
Well, you're 57 and you got a full head of jet black hair, huh? I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so, bro. Let it go.
Joe Paterno. All right. We're down to the final three. Michelle.
Yeah, Michelle.
Let's do it. Who's your bronze medalist?
So my number 3 is from 1989 and Pet Sematary. Which, very good fun fact, it's directed by a woman, Mary Lambert. Gage is just one of the perfect, like, evil kids. And I love when he's like, come play with me. I played with mommy. Now it's time to play with you, daddy.
I just played with mommy. Now I want to play with you, which is code for I just killed mommy.
Yeah.
I'm going to kill you.
Oh, man.
I like when the father, when he sticks him with the needle, he's like, no fair.
Yeah. Yeah.
No fair. How did he get it? How'd they get the little kid to like collapse and do all that?
And he slices Fred Gwynn's ankle, like his freaking Achilles. Like it was really perfection of a little kid being evil.
He would later, a couple years later, be in that movie Kindergarten Cop, and he's the one that says boys have a penis and girls have vagina. Same kid. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. I think Pet Sematary is a very good movie.
We talked about it a little bit already, so I figured, hey, but I would add about just how good Gage was.
Classic.
100%. All right, Mr. Matt, your number 3.
All right, my number 3 might not be quite a kid.
Oh my gosh. Was it hard? Was it hard to understand this?
It's all right, listen. It's
when
Walker.
I said, is there any questions? Did you not get that?
We're good. I think this might be good.
It's Walker, Texas Ranger. I feel like he's 9 under the beard. Personally. So no, I'm kidding. I gotta get the year up. 2015, The Boy with Lauren Cohen. Yeah.
That's a good one.
Lauren Cohen is hired as a babysitter for or a caretaker or something of the son, and come to find out, like, she thinks it's kind of a prank because they're, telling her to take care of this doll. And then, she's like, I guess, and she kind of starts like half-assing it, but then the supernatural stuff starts to happen. Come to find out, the boy is in the doll, his spirit, and it's a Brahms medal, because that's what the second one's called, Brahms, The Boy 2. But I actually haven't seen that one.
Okay, I was going to ask you about that one, because I like The Boy.
No, The Boy was really good.
It was good.
Lauren Cohen did a good job. I haven't seen much of her outside The Walking Dead, but it's a neat premise. It
was a neat premise.
It
was cool. It's creepy to know that, like, hey man, that thing's scary. That thing's supernatural.
Follow the rules.
Well, I mean, I could also bring up, to make Matt feel better, I don't know if I would count The Orphan.
You want to count The Orphan?
Well, she was.
Oh,
She
wasn't.
she was not a little
She
kid.
wasn't a child. She wasn't a child.
Yeah, I mean, there's that.
She did carry like a child the whole movie, but you're right. She wasn't a child.
Yeah, so I was like, I can make Matt feel a little better.
Yeah, Matt. There you go, Matt.
Yeah.
She wasn't a child, Matt.
Yeah, how's it feel, Larry? How's it feel?
I'm used to it, man. I'm used to Gil getting on me, man. You know what he did the last time we had this, man. Who got on me about the Superman?
Yeah, yep.
Tell me about my Superman.
Yep.
Was I wrong?
No, you weren't wrong, but I'm just saying, you're supposed to be to America, man.
He put a Superman movie on there, and then he said, "But I didn't like the movie." He's like, "I didn't like
choices, man." And Gil had a whole bunch of animated
I sniffed it out.
movies on there.
I sniffed it out. I said, "You know what? You can only think of 10 Superman movies. That's why it made the list." You're like, "You're right. You're right."
It was a stretch.
He said, I got Superman 1, Superman 2, Superman 3, Superman 4, Superman 5, Superman Returns, Man of Steel. I'm out of movies.
I was done. I was done.
Like, man, why couldn't this be Batman? I don't know. Maybe because a Superman movie just came out.
Oh, man. That was good. It was Batman. That was good. It was Batman.
I mean, just wait a month and there'll be another Batman movie.
You're right about that.
Yeah.
Good one. The boy was a good one, Matt. I like
the boy. Was a good one.
Yeah, I did like that creepy kid aesthetic.
I'll go fast with mine. My number 3 was already mentioned, 1999, The Sixth Sense.
Yes, sir.
So that one was a little iffy for me. I had to Google it to ask Google, is this considered a scary or horror movie? Because when I looked it up on TV, it didn't mention horror or scary. But Google said yes. I put it on there. You know, with the ghosts and stuff like that.
Because it's like a thriller and all that. It's
a thriller/thriller. Yeah, but still scary.
I mean, when he finds that girl under his bed and she's throwing up,
man.
I wanted to jump out of my seat. I'm like, what was that? And then to find out the story behind that with the girl, yikes! I feel like M. Night Shyamalan. I felt like he started here in his career, and every movie it's gone.
You ain't lying about that, brother.
Gone like that. Because I liked what was the other one with Bruce Willis? What was it? Broken or Unbroken?
No, Unbreakable.
Unbreakable.
Yeah, that was good.
I like that
was
one
good
a lot too.
What about
Not
the
as
other
good.
one? What about the Glass?
Oh,
Did you like
with the 3 of them?
Yeah.
It was pretty good. It was entertaining.
Yeah, I thought Split was decent.
Split was okay.
It was okay.
See, I went to the movies and I saw one, and it was so. What was the one with Mark Wahlberg? The Happening. That was so bad.
It was bad.
If I wasn't with my stepdaughter at the time, I would have walked out.
Yeah, that was.
I mean, they're trying to outrun wind. See them running, and then you see the grass after they run. The grass is like because the wind is going. I'm like, they're outrunning wind.
They're outrunning wind. Oh man,
that's a breeze. Let's get out of here.
Did you like the Village?
You know what I hate is like the previews for his movies always look like wow, really good, and then you're like, you watch it and you're just like, what?
They showed the best parts in a 30-second trailer.
I like The Village, Gil.
I thought The Village was pretty good, but the one that I couldn't stand, what was the one with Mel Gibson, Signs?
He directed that too?
Yeah, he did that.
Oh, that was terrible. Terrible.
You get an alien invasion and we can kill them with tap water? Get out of here.
Okay.
Get out of here.
Okay. Yeah.
Tap water.
Yeah, M. Night Shyamalan.
All these glasses of tap water around the house.
It probably nice. Hey, Gil, this probably a short. They disrespected M. Night Shyamalan. Oh well.
What was that other one? The Lady in the Water. Junk.
See, like Michelle said, I thought it was gonna be a good one because the preview to it was like they did a great job for as a preview, and then you got to the movie itself, it was like what?
How about the one
Yeah.
guy? The one guy had one steroided arm. His one arm was muscular. That was it.
That was a dumb movie, man. I'm thinking about it, man. I had to really think about it. That was a stupid movie, man.
Oh my
Oh my
gosh.
goodness, yeah. You can't hit home runs all the time, right?
That's right. You can't. You can't. All right, Larry, you're number 3.
All right, my number 3, man, has already been mentioned, man. And once again, it's kids that are very good at just being actors, and it's called The Good Son. And once again, I thought they did an excellent job of selling this movie, man.
Kevin McAllister.
Oh my goodness, just like him and Elijah Wood together. Excellent movie, man. Excellent movie. They did their job. I don't need to really talk about it too much, except that when you got two great child actors together, this is what happens. I'm sad that this generation doesn't get that because their movies are trash.
Yes.
I can say that their movies are trash. The scripts are bad. The directors are poop, and I don't know where they come from. But they need to go into crates, study these great movies that we're talking about, because if you dig in the crates, you might get it right.
Yeah.
I'm sad that Macaulay Culkin had to sue his father for his own money.
Yeah, that's crazy, right, man?
That's what makes me sad.
That's crazy, right, man?
I'm sad that his less talented brother won an Academy Award this year.
For what?
For I don't remember the name of the movie.
Did you see it? It's a good movie.
Oh, it was Rory
what's the name of it?
Culkin, right?
It's the Eisenberg guy. He wrote it and directed it, and he's in it.
Eisenberg.
Yeah,
Jesse Eisenberg.
Jesse Eisenberg, the one who played Lex Luthor in Batman v Superman. He's in those magician movies where there's going to be a third one now.
Now You See Me.
Now You See Me.
Did he play Zuckerberg too?
Yes, in The Social Network.
Zuckerberg.
Played Zuckerberg. Yeah, he was in that Zombieland. He was in
I love
Zombieland.
Zombieland is one of my favorites.
Yeah, it was okay.
It was entertaining.
It's quirky.
You know what I didn't like? I didn't like the Bill Murray part. I didn't like it.
See, you always get me with the Bill Murray. I'm a huge Bill Murray fan.
I don't know. I just like he's in the movie and he gets killed like right away. Like right away. He's dressed as a zombie. They thought he was a zombie. They kill him and they're like, "Oh, it's Bill Murray."
It was absurd. I think that was the point, though.
Woody Harrelson's like, "Bill Murray, you're like my favorite actor. Like I loved you in Kingpin." That we were both in together. Anyway.
Oh man.
All right, who's next? Kelly. Number 3.
Number 3, right? Okay.
Yes.
My number 3 is The Exorcist from 1973.
Oh, great
Directed
movie.
by William Friedkin. Just the craftsmanship of this movie. The script was amazing. It was groundbreaking in terms of like special effects and horror, I think. I may be alone in that, but that's what I think.
Oh, absolutely.
All in all, it was also like groundbreaking in terms of like what the viewer saw in terms of like violence, and things of that nature. And Linda Blair, I mean, her portrayal of Reagan was just phenomenal for someone who was that age. So, like, circling back to the whole discussion about how child actors are just so different now compared to back then.
Yeah.
Like, these kids knew their stuff. They knew, they were like method actors compared to what you see now.
Mm-hmm. It almost feels like now, if you see a young actor in like a horror movie, slasher movie, it almost feels like they're contractually obligated to do this movie before they do the next movie that they want to do. That's how it feels to me. It's
Yeah,
like, I'm getting paid. This is a job, but wait till you see me in my next role.
Yep.
That's when I'm going to stand out.
Yeah, it's definitely like, okay, I'll take this for the money or for the, fame or whatever. And then, the next movie, I'll do what I want. I mean, there's been stuff that like, I think like every actor has to do that they don't want to do, but their contract obligates them to. Like Chris Hemsworth, I think, what was it, Black Hat or something? He didn't want to touch that movie with a 10-foot pole.
Yeah, or Francis Ford Coppola never wanted to do a third Godfather.
Right.
Like he was contractually obligated by the studio to do a third one.
What she should have never done.
Well,
it was bad.
What are you gonna do? You're under contract. You're under contract.
You're right.
With The Exorcist, I love it, but like so many people think it's one of the scariest movies ever, and I've never thought that.
Yeah, I didn't think it was either.
I didn't think it was either, but I saw it as an adult.
Yeah, I thought it was gore. Now, The Exorcist of Emily Rose is a little bit different to me, Michelle. You ever seen The Exorcist of Emily Rose?
I think so.
Yeah, that one.
The old one? Are you talking about the old one?
No, the one they just did.
No, I saw the old one where her boy Anthony Hopkins was the doctor.
I ain't see that one.
That's the one I saw.
Yeah, I seen the newest one they did.
I didn't see the new one.
You gotta see new one, Gil.
The Exorcist.
I think though, in terms of scariness, like you're talking about the time period and what people were used to seeing on film, and this was something they had never seen before.
Yeah.
I thought The Exorcist in the beginning was a little slow. He's in another country and he's doing this, and it was like, okay, what are we doing? Are you an archaeologist? What are you doing?
I'll be honest, when I watched The Exorcist, I skipped the first 25 minutes. I just do.
I'm just saying, I don't need like the first 20 minutes. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. You just get to where he's doing what he's supposed to be doing.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know why it's in the movie. But yeah, that's just my opinion. All right. We're down to the final two. Remember how we do this. It's going to be 2 honorable mentions and then 1. So, Michelle, your silver medalist. You're number 2.
The Bad Seed from 1956. It is we talked about it quite a bit when Kelly was going, so but definitely like one of the best. I think the kids do really good acting in that, but also I like the whole, in some ways it's a basic brat kid who, I want this, but it's kind of like if you take that to that next level of like what your brat could become,
Yeah.
And it's really well done.
I'll talk about it in a little bit with that movie, but yeah. So yes, it was a good one. God, and I watched it by myself as an adult. Going back to watch a movie in 1956, like within the last few years, I don't even remember why I did that. It was on, and I just watched it, and I liked it. I liked it quite a bit. And then I'm like, hey, that's the chick from Mommy. Anyway, all right, Matt, you're number 2.
Number 2 is from 2019, and it's Brightburn. Brightburn is basically what would happen if Superman's spaceship came down to, John and Martha Kent just like normal, but maybe he was a little bit off instead of having inherently good morals, and things go pretty sideways when he starts to grow into his I don't know, he's like 10 or 11 or something in this movie, and he just, a couple things start to happen where he discovers that nobody can push him around anymore, and then he goes off his rocker, and his mother even trying to, console him through the whole thing where he's tearing through the house like a blur because he's going so fast you can't even see him, and he's shredding the house around her, and she's still trying to calm him down, and and then the scene, I don't want to ruin it for anybody that hasn't seen it, but that little trick there at the end is terrifying. Because like you would probably have to do something like that in that situation.
Yeah.
But then it's like, I can't ruin the ending of that. But
it's a good movie.
I did not see it. I know of
it. It's a good
it.
movie, bro.
Dude, Brightburn is fantastic.
It really is.
No, I haven't seen it either.
Elizabeth Banks is in that, right?
Yes,
she's
Elizabeth
the mother.
Banks is the mom. Yep, she is.
Yeah,
she's awesome.
It's good, Gil. You'll like it. I think you'll like it.
So yeah,
writing it down.
Dude, so good.
I wrote it down.
Talk about evil kids.
Yeah.
This is
with
exactly
power.
that. Yeah, with power.
With power.
Not supernatural power. This is a Superman origin story that goes on.
Doesn't that feel more natural? Like if a real Superman, a real little kid, had those kind of powers on Earth, do you think he would be closer to this kid in Brightburn or Clark Kent?
No, that's why I like this movie, because
it would be
exactly the same beginning. He's loving parents on a farm, friends at school. It's the same thing, but he starts getting his powers and it just murks everybody. It's insane. Oh, it's great.
Yeah, you're right, Gil. It would be more like Brightburn more than Clark Kent. That's not reality.
That's what I'm thinking.
You talking about a 10-year-old, 11-year-old trying to control his emotions, and he's powerful? Yeah, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Think about being around a 10-year-old kid and how tooty they are anyway. You know what I mean? And it's like
the mood swings.
Give them Superman strength and heat vision and no control. And this movie captures that very well.
Well, I have to check that out.
Yeah, you'll like it, Gil.
I remember it, but I didn't see it. I'll be fast. My number 2, it's already been mentioned. 1976, The Omen. I like I said, if we were just doing pure scary classic movies, it would probably make my top 5. It is so good. Even to this day. The only thing that doesn't hold up, if I'm going to critique just a pinch, it's when the dude gets his head sliced off with the glass.
Yeah.
You can tell that that's a fake dummy head. Yeah, that's pretty obvious.
The way the rubber comes apart and they almost have to rip it off. Yeah, it's clearly a dummy.
That's the only thing. Other than that, when they open up that casket and they see the dog bones in there, oh my gosh. Like they wanted to know the truth, and it's terrifying. They're like, he is the Antichrist, and he never actually does anything bad in the movie.
Exactly.
No. Now in the second one, but in the first one, he doesn't do anything bad.
Nah.
Oh. His mom, she lost her balance, fell from the steps. Fell off the top and lost the baby. That's not his fault. He's not the one. He's not the one that threw her out the window when she was in the hospital.
Nah, wasn't him.
That wasn't him.
No,
it wasn't me.
To jump off and say it's for you, Damien.
Yeah. I love you, Damien. This is all for you.
That was him. No,
I love that part. And then I like the other nanny when she's like, "I will protect thee," and she fights Gregory Peck, and she starts getting stabbed with the spoons and shit. Oh, God,
That was
great.
an amazing fight scene.
That was
That-
so good.
that
And,
just-
and I don't remember seeing any stunt doubles in that,
Nah,
by the way.
stunt doubles. No.
So you got old man Gregory Peck and a small British woman playing an evil nanny. It was great. Great. That movie is like a 9.5. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
That's a 9.5.
Sure.
All right, number 2, brother.
All right, man. I'm gonna keep it simple like you do, man. I think it's all. We done said it all. Children of Corn, Malachi. What else do I need to say that nobody else has already said about it, man? If you think about crazy kids in Gatlin, Nebraska, there you go. Gatlin, Nebraska. Corn husker. Children of crazy corn. There you go. Bunch of crazy kids running the village. I'm okay. It's like taking wrong turn in Virginia. I'm okay. I'm not going down there.
Yeah, they're like following the signs. Like, wait a minute, it just said go right. Now it's saying it's to the left here. It's not even on the map. I'm telling you, that scene where with the kid getting his sweater ripped, I still laugh at that. And then when the guy goes out and the weeds start wrapping around his leg, and then the kid goes out there and helps him. He's like, get out of here. Get out of here. And he's like, oh, how rude. I'm like, this movie's hilarious. So good. All right, Kelly, hit us with your number 2.
My number 2 is
shelf.
Poltergeist from 1982. So this was also one of the first kind of horror movies that I saw. So this one is a sentimental value to me. It's very well done. The effects are good. I think it holds up. I mean, it hasn't been brought up before, but I'm going to say it. The scene with the guy in the bathroom and his face.
Oh, yeah. He starts picking it apart.
Yeah. That's just crazy. And it starts off like most paranormal movies do, and like it's very subtle, and then over time all hell breaks loose. And Robbie with the clown. Speaking of clowns, I mean it's just so. And Zelda Rubinstein was just great. She did other stuff too, like she was in Teen Witch. And she was in 16 Candles. So, I mean, enough can't be said about her. Very underrated. But yeah.
Oh man.
Poltergeist is it for me.
It's a classic. It was on everybody's list. It's a classic.
Yeah. Was it on
exactly.
everybody's list?
Yes.
It was not on mine.
No, but Matt, you see messing up,
See,
Matt.
Matt ruined it by putting
You ruined it,
adults
Matt.
in there
What was
instead of
it?
little kids.
Wait, what
This
was
is
it
all
again?
Matt's
Matt, you
fault.
could put Poltergeist in, Matt.
Definitely
Son of a
no
bitch.
adults. A couple teenagers.
I didn't do Poltergeist either.
Oh my gosh. I guess you know what? There might be honorable mention. Let me shut up.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Maybe
I made that mistake before, thinking
shut up.
somebody.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
That's it.
I've still got those honorable mentions. All right. Well, speaking of honorable mentions, let's do everybody's honorable mention. You don't have to say the year unless you want to, and then follow it up with your number 1. And there can only be one.
Highlander.
Michelle, your honorable mentions are
The Shining, Twilight Zone, the movie, It from 1990, Lord of the Flies, also from 1990,
Good one.
Hmm.
and my one that was on the cusp, so I kept it in honorable mentions because it wouldn't really count, is We Need to Talk About Kevin.
Oh, I love that movie. Tilda
know.
Swinton. Tilda Swinton
Yep.
is amazing.
Yep.
I love her so much.
and your number 1.
Hey, Gil, give me
What?
give me a recap real quick from 10 to 1, please.
Oh,
Before you give me the one.
I was gonna do that after we were all done.
Afterwards, okay, go. You good? You got it. Then give me one. Then Michelle, I'm sorry. I apologize for
Oh, so
intervening.
I'm going right into my number one. I thought we were
Yeah.
gonna all do honorables. Okay. So my number one is from 1976, and it's called Alice, Sweet Alice.
That's why you wore the mask.
Yes, I did.
Oh, that's the mask.
Yeah, from that movie, Alice, Sweet Alice.
Oh man. So hold on, you gotta break that down for me, please. What's the movie about? Please break that down to me.
Michelle had it because she had the costume for it.
Yeah, I dressed up as that one year. Because I've loved this movie from when I probably accidentally saw it at some point when I was a kid. And it's just like, it's basically just, very as simple as there's an evil kid. And it reminds me a little bit of like when we're talking about The Omen, where like things keep happening when the kid's there. And Brooke Shields is in it when she's like 12. And I can't remember. Part of me wants to say it's her sister, but I don't remember if that's the case, or it's just something I've always thought was like part of it. And then you start to find you start to see things, and you see that the little girl that's doing everything, she wears the mask, and she's got the raincoat, and she got the knife, and then it all starts like coming together. And it's just, I don't know, man. The way it's done, it's just really well done. It's like kind of creepy, even though it's not in a lot of ways. But you're kind of like, this is messed up.
Oh man, Alice, Sweet Alice, got check
Alice, Sweet Alice, starring Brooke Shields.
Gotta check that one out.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Good one.
Excellent.
I gotta check that one out. That's on my other one on my do list.
That's good. That's original. That's
That
original. All right, Matt, your honorable mentions and then your number one.
Honorable mentions, I had It, Children of the Corn, and Paranorman. Paranorman's an animated movie. But it's about a kid. And the number one, get my other list back up, is 1988's Child's Play. So Chucky, yeah. Everybody's best friend. The good guy doll, and super cool. You take this little kid who couldn't want anything else more than just this little good guy doll to have a buddy to hang out with. And, it might just be like a hooky supernatural possessed doll, as serial killer that was trying to escape incarceration. I mean, who knows? And he might just have a nice hobby of killing people while he's in this little doll form. I don't know, it's basically, when I think about it, it's more about kids. The kid is pretty much the main character. The Chucky doll is an adult, but it's basically centered around the kid, and then the parents acting like what getting the kid in trouble for doing the doll stuff, and then the doll actually comes to life, and then that spins off a whole Child's Play, and Bride of Chucky later on, and then the Curse of Chucky and all that stuff that was just terrible.
The Seed of Turkey of Chucky.
The Seed of Chucky, yeah, dude.
Seed
So
of
bad.
Turkey.
So
It just got bad.
Yeah, they got horrible.
They got bad.
But yeah, honorable mentions and Child's Play at number one, because, man, I don't know. That was one of the first like horror movies I saw. You know what I mean? Growing up, it was like, oh my God, we're watching Child's Play. Like, it was crazy. So that's for probably, there's definitely better movies on my list, but for a nostalgia reason, and it's my list, it's number one.
So I'm talking about.
Well, that's a good one, and it's legit because it's a young kid.
Yeah.
Andy.
Mm-hmm.
I saw that movie when I was in the 7th grade in school, 7th grade, not at home, like in my teacher's classroom. He put that on. That's how times have changed. 1988. I'm watching Child's
Child's
Play
Play in school.
my classroom with my class. Okay.
Wow.
Yes. Now you can't even say Child's Play in
Nah.
my classroom.
You better not. You better not.
Better not.
You better not.
Don't hurt me. All right. My turn, huh? Honorable mentions. I think they've all been mentioned. Got The Others. Got The Good Son. Got Child's Play. Got Pet Cemetery. And my last honorable mention, which is a classic, and it barely made this list, was The Exorcist.
Mm.
Yep. See, that's what I thought you were referring to.
Mm-hmm. And so the Bad Seed, when I first compiled this, made my top 10. Then it fell to honorable mention, and now it didn't make the list completely, even though I thought it was a good movie. But I think what was held against it was I saw it too late. Movies like that I got to see as a young person, and I saw it literally like 2 years ago for the first time by myself. And my number one, it was mentioned already. I think it was mentioned in honorable mention. 1980, The Shining, starring Jack Nicholson, Shelley Duvall, Danny Lloyd, Scatman Crothers, directed by Stanley Kubrick, story by Stephen King. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. I think this still holds up as if it was the first time I saw it to right now. I think none of the I don't want to say crazy parts, but the supernatural parts, I almost think like none of that happened. I just feel like he caught cabin fever. He was isolated too long. He was stuck in this place that was driving him crazy. He had the snow and everything, so he couldn't go anywhere. I think he just went nuts. And then he heard about people going nuts and murdering their family and stuff like that. And I think it just played in his head. I'm not even sure about the ghosts and all this stuff. I think he just went crazy. You know, he had an alcohol problem prior to, to this. He had already hurt his son accidentally. I just think he had issues, and he started drinking again, and the cabin fever,
man.
and he went nuts.
So he's an abusive alcoholic father.
Never heard of one before, right?
Imagine that.
Imagine that. So that is my number one. Larry, honorable mentions. Then your number one.
Honorable mentions. I got Mom, not Mommy, but Mom with the two kids and the crazy possessed lady that took him in the woods. The Ring, Village of the Damned, and The Exorcist. The original Village of the Damned, by the way, and The Exorcist. And my number one has been mentioned, and it is The Omen. It's The Omen. Like, The Omen.
I think The Omen made everybody's list.
Classic. Damien, the devil reincarnated in a kid. And like Gil said, he never did anything physically to nobody.
Right.
All right.
It made everybody's list, The Omen. So that's the movie.
That's the movie.
I always try and pick out a movie that's on everyone's list. This is our first 5-person podcast.
Wait, I don't think it was on my list.
You didn't have The Omen?
Yes, you did, because
One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it was number 5.
Yeah, you did.
Me, and Kelly had it at the same number. I think.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's right.
Okay. Yep.
Me and Gil, 1 and 2.
I forgot about that.
Huh, Gil. 2 and 1, huh, Gil?
Yeah. Man, me and Larry thinking alike. How about that?
How about that?
Kelly, take us home. Your honorable mentions and then your number one.
All right, my honorable mentions may be a little bit controversial. They just kind of stuck out to me for one reason or another. They're not necessarily good movies, but like bad music, I love bad movies. Okay, so my honorable mentions are The Shining, The Others. That really should be in my top 10, but for some reason, I just wasn't sure if it actually qualified for the list. Insidious,
Hereditary.
Hereditary,
Hereditary.
Hereditary
Okay.
is good. That's good.
And The Sixth Sense.
And The Sixth Sense.
Hereditary. Oh my god, I liked that movie.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, that one really disturbed me.
Oh God, the girl's
Michelle
hand.
and I saw it in the theater.
Together? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And I thought that the little girl was just
Yes.
so like disturbing, and she was barely in the movie, but she
Yeah, I was
left
gonna
such
say,
an
she's in like
impact.
the first part,
The
but she's
awkwardness.
so memorable.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it really, that movie really disturbed me, and it's very hard to disturb me like that. Insidious, I kind of see what they were trying to do with it, but the reason why I kind of picked it was because, and Michelle will attest to this because she saw it with me in a theater. It's the only time I've ever like audibly screamed in a theater, and Michelle admonished me for it. just that one scene where I don't know what you call it, the demon or whatever, showed his head coming out of
Yeah.
the head.
The red face.
Ah! And Michelle's like, kill it.
Did you grab
Don't
her
embarrass
hand?
me.
Were you sitting next to her and grabbed her hand? Kelly,
I don't
did
remember that part. I just remember the red face coming out the side and just like not even be able to stop myself from screaming.
Yeah, but yours wasn't as bad as Kevin at the freaking preview of Quiet Place.
Oh, yeah, I did jump on that one. What scene was that?
I don't know, but he like screamed so loud. I'm like, it's a preview.
Well, I mean, it's
when
Kevin.
it gets you.
I just was so like, I remember I was so like, what just happened?
Okay, so my number one, Halloween, 1978.
Halloween.
It starts with him murdering his sister as a young boy.
Yeah.
He's not wrong.
And it does evolve into him like later on, a little bit older in the sanitarium, and then y'all know the rest.
That is a very controversial pick because when you think of Halloween, you don't think of him in the beginning killing his sister.
But it is true. That's how it all begins.
It happened. That's how it all started.
Yeah, he killed him as a kid.
He killed his sister.
I'm kind of like, wow, that was kind of like a good one to pull out.
Yeah, it sure was.
This movie, I just think, is the benchmark for all slashers.
It is.
And I think I first saw it like when I was 11 or 12. And it was actually presented to me by my friends as like, but in a comedy type of thing. So it's always been somewhat of a, just kind of a, ha-ha to me. But, over the years, watching it over and over again, I just see the brilliance of it. And I just think it can't be beat.
I mean, as a slasher movie goes, it's got to be top 4. It's got to be on the Mount Rushmore as far as slasher movies. You know what we need? We need like a new Halloween or a new Friday the 13th. We need a evil character like that, a new one, and it needs to be a female.
A female
unstoppable Michelle Myers.
I like that.
Or Justine Voorhees. You need a character like that, a new one, and it needs to be a female. And instead of it being like a big
person, that'd be crazy.
It has to be like a petite female who you're like, and she's chasing you and she's not running, she's just walking fast or whatever. And then you go to punch her and she barely reacts, she never talks, her head will go to the side, and then when she punches you, your face caves in. She has like super strength. Like a small female Michael Myers. That's what we need.
I think we need it too. Great idea, Gavin.
Great
Great.
idea.
And I think the director is right there, and I think the writer is right there. But I'll be an executive producer. That's fine. Just put my name there. That is fine. Okay. Before we sign off, like I said, everybody has to do a recap from 10 to 2 honorable mentions and 1. I'll show how it's done, so I'll go first. We don't have to do it in order like we just did this. Okay. Ready?
It's you.
Recap. At number 10, 1984, Children of the Corn. At number 9, 1987, The Gate. At number 8, 1982's Poltergeist. At number 7, 2002's The Ring. At number 6, 1987, Monster Squad. Number 5, 1990's It. Number 4, 1984's Firestarter. Number 3, 1999's The Sixth Sense. Number 2, 1976 The Omen. My honorable mentions are The Others, The Good Son, Child's Play, Pet Sematary, and The Exorcist. And my number 1, 1980 The Shining. That's how we do it. Who's next? Who's ready for the Pepsi challenge?
Pepsi challenge.
Who's
All
next?
right.
Who's next? That's old school. That's the 80s. You know nothing about that, Matt. You don't know nothing about that.
Oh, not at all.
You
All
little 30-year-olds don't know nothing about that.
I guess I'll follow you, partner. You ready?
All right, Larry.
As a recap for today, man, I got at number 10, The Orphan from 2009. At number 9, Hide and Seek from 2005. From 1999 is Sixth Sense. At number 7, The Poltergeist from 1986. Poltergeist 2. The Poltergeist 2 from 1986. My number 6 is It from 2017. I do the new one, 2017. The Others, 2001. The Conjuring 2 from 2016. The Good Son from 1993. My number 2 is The Children of the Corn from 1984. My honorable mentions is Mom, The Ring, The Village of the Damned, and The Exorcist. And coming at number 1 is The Omen from 1976. Damien.
All right. Who's next?
I'll go.
59 seconds. You're on the clock.
Let's do this. Number 10 from 1989, Pet Cemetery. Number 9, 2014, Cooties. 2010 at number 8 is Let Me In. Number 7, 2002, The Ring. Number 6, 1976, The Omen. Number 5, 2017, The Killing of a Sacred Deer. Number 4, 2013, Carrie. Number 3, 2015, The Boy. Number 2, 2019, Brightburn. And number honorable mentions are It, Children of the Corn, and Paranorman. And my number 1 is 1988, Child's Play.
Very good. Michelle, you ready? Or Kelly?
Yep.
Michelle. All right, Michelle.
All right. So my number 10 is Village of the Damned, 1960. Number 9, The Little Girl Who Lives Down the Lane from 1976. Number 8, The Good Son from 1993. Number 7, Children of the Corn from 1984. Number 6, The Omen from 1976. Number 5, Firestarter from 1984. Number 4, It's Alive from 1974. Number 3, Pet Sematary from 1989. Number 2, The Bad Seed from 1956. Honorable mentions, The Shining, Twilight Zone the movie, It, Lord of the Flies, and We Need to Talk About Kevin. And my number 1 is Alice, Sweet Alice from 1976.
That's how you do it right there.
Well done, Michelle.
That's how you do it right there.
All right, Kelly.
Professional.
We're only as strong as our weakest link.
All right, ready? 10, 1981, Bloody Birthday. 9, 2025, Weapons. 8, 2090, The It TV movie. 7, 1984, Children of the Corn. 6, The Omen. 1976. 5, Village of the Damned, 1960. 4, The Bad Seed, 1956. 3, The Exorcist, 1973. 2, Poltergeist, 1982. My honorable mentions are The Shining, The Others, Insidious, Hereditary, and The Sixth Sense. My number 1 is Halloween 1978.
Excellent job, everybody. Give yourself a round of applause. Excellent job. What a night. Great lists. I think I had the best list. I think I already said that before we even started. But seriously, everybody did a great everybody did a great job. And real quick, and it is not horror related, but I saw a couple things, and I just want to recommend on Amazon Prime. There's a documentary called John Candy, I Like Me. Excellent, very good. Little sad.
My God, so good.
Little sad, but very good. I recommend it. And on HBO Max, Demi Moore in The Substance. Excellent. I love how it's filmed. Matt, watch that movie because I think you'll love how it's filmed too. They really specialize in the wide lens, round lens camera angles. I love how that movie is shot. Absolutely love it. So if anybody else got anything else they want to add?
Like, subscribe, hit the like button, the bell for notifications. Make sure you tune in to What's Good with Gil and Larry. Thank you for all our guests. Gil, I'll let you wrap it up, obviously.
One of the biggest things is watch the whole podcast. Watch hours are a big thing. Throw it on in the car when you're driving. You know, nobody's got 3 hours to watch a podcast, but listen to it. You know what I mean? Support local people. You know, that's all I'm saying.
Right,
it's like trying to support local business. And you're right. You don't have to listen to 3 hours straight. You can let it drag out for a week. We're airing this on we're doing this on a Monday. Halloween is on Friday.
You can throw it on while you're cleaning your house.
Yeah, you know,
cleaning your house,
chunks on your
walking the dog,
driving
to work, coming back from work. We all got time.
And if we missed some films that you did, if we missed some films, please comment. If you agree with us, comment. And who had the best list? Comment. We will definitely talk about your comments.
Definitely what we missed. Yeah.
Please. I'm open.
Definitely. So I want to thank everybody for tuning in to the What's Good with Gil and Larry podcast. I want to thank my main man, Larry Loper, Matt Shackelford, Michelle Chaffatelli, and I want to get Kelly's last name right. Kelly's last name is Krishu.
Close enough.
Right? Close enough. All right. Well, Kelly, thank you for being on the podcast for the first time. Let's get you on here again. Maybe the Christmas one. What do you think? Christmas?
Awesome. I had a blast. Thank you guys.
Thank you so much. Remember, like, subscribe, tell a friend, and we'll see you tomorrow, our normal time, Tuesdays, 9:30 p.m. Have a good night, y'all. Deuces.